Shall we get to starting the story quest? So we're on 2.5 on the story quest, and I believe the last thing that happened in the last story, which was what did happen? I think the last thing that happened was the borisin guy escaped or something, and now we're like chasing him down or something. The big baddie fox-looking thing. It's been a while since I've streamed my story stuff on Honkai, and I regret it because the last time that well, I didn't stream it, but when it was the Penacony story with the final boss with Wednesday and all, like, that was a moment, and I wish I had streamed it, so yeah, I'm streaming this and seeing how it goes. So let's continue with the story. After the shackling prison break. Yeah, so they broke free and was finding them or something.
Seriously, when is this war dance going to start? The sky splitter has been hovering there for ages. When can we board and
Is
see
the
what's
audio
inside?
fine? Oh. Apparently the story's very long, I heard.
Life species live. Everything proceeds so slowly. The effectiveness of anticipation in my emotional center is at an all-time high. Oh, I need to drink some coolant.
Relax. The Realm Keeping Commission will send boarding notices to all ticket holders. The Gazette said the Sky Splitter will fire a salute before the ceremony starts.
Zhao Che got kidnapped by them, is gonna get
I saw the schedule for the first
pegged
day
by
of the
them.
tournament.
Zhao Che, oh yes.
Master
Hi Izzy, caught you so
Executive
early this
Order
time, yay,
I was
yes!
just a kid.
Finally going
So,
through the story.
What are you betting on, Bardo?
I'm betting on neither.
You've already finished the story, right?
Betting on Roboball games in Taikian. This time, I've decided not to rely on probability games to accomplish my target of getting
Is this
rich.
audio fine? I think it is, right?
War dance.
The cutscene for the story is very slow. Yay!
There you are. I heard you and Mr. Dan Hung went to meet the judges. And then a riot broke out in the shackling prison. I was so worried about you.
The story lost after version 2, like,
Thank
why
goodness you both
Goldman
made it
running
out
around?
safe.
You mean Penacony? Maybe you need like a recap video. I'm sure there are some out there. There's tourists over there talking about you.
I heard them too. But I'm afraid I'll have to disappoint them. I've already reported to General Jing Yuan that I'll give up my role as the ringmaster.
But haven't you been preparing for so long?
Security of the Luofu is more important to me than anything else. I need to fulfill my duties as a Cloud Knight Lieutenant before taking on the honor of being a ringmaster. Those tourists just want to see some good sword fights. Anyone can participate in this kind of tournament. Doesn't have to be me. The real challenge lies beyond the ring on the Sky Splitter. If we don't capture the fugitives soon...
Thank you for the superhero.
Obviously, there's someone behind the scenes orchestrating this prison break, intending to spread chaos. If we fail to thwart their evil plan, what honor will be left for us to uphold?
Well said. You may be tiny in stature, but your ambition matches that of the Yao Qing.
Who got Fei Xiao? Who rolled for her?
Hey, this has nothing to do with my...
I'm still trying to get my Black Swan. I thought all the generals were on the move already. You got her? Yay! I enjoy her. I have my Dr. ratio, so I was like, I don't think I need
I suggest
Fei Xiao.
that we find a place to have a decent meal. A hunter must be well fed before the hunt.
You still have a good appetite, even in the face of disaster.
Good luck on the Lycaon. Hi,
You
Mr.
truly are the
Kayu.
Merlin's Claw. Please finish the food quickly so we can get to work.
Very
on
Captain
Fei Xiao.
Star. Himiko.
Well, that's not up to me.
I'm
dig
good.
in. I called you here so you could enjoy the food.
I want
Me?
food.
This isn't the time for a leisurely meal, and this is way too much for me.
Yum.
Oh. You'd give me time to enjoy a meal, but not yourself? Ever since you encountered those borisin spies, you've been so busy that you've hardly eaten anything. You can't defeat Hule on an empty stomach. Take your time. Enjoy the meal and calm yourself.
Hulei's whereabouts are still unknown, and they've even taken Mr. Zhao Cho hostage. The longer we wait, the more complicated the situation becomes.
Zhao Cho always said I'm the most impatient person among the Cloud Knights, and I can't argue with that. So, there's no reason for you to be more anxious than me. I've fought against borisin abominations for years, and I know their ferocity and cunning well. The borisin were clearly well prepared for this prison break, and now they are
Yes, I
staying in the
am.
shadows. They have no reason to rush out into the open. When facing cunning and ferocious prey, the hunter must be more patient, biding their time to seize the golden chance for a decisive blow.
So true, Fei Shao.
Once Hulei loses his patience and reveals himself, that's when
I'm
we
very
start.
curious about the boss fight with Hule.
When
I'm
will
expecting
that time
lots of
come?
amazing music and
Like I said.
cutscenes.
It's only one meal away.
After the shackling prison break in the seat of divine foresight.
General Hua Yan, the Skyfaring Commission has finished its preparations. Do you have any other instructions?
Representing the consensus between the Merlin's Claw and the Divine Foresight, I'll step in as the temporary commanding officer of the seat of Divine Foresight.
Hi,
overseeing the
Rikaku.
6 Commission's affairs on the Luofu.
What is the situation at the shackling prison?
Hulei made a quick escape and even sealed the gates of the prison. As of now, the Cloud Knights have re-established contact with the staff inside. The good news is the 2 Nameless who were trapped in the shackling prison are safe and sound.
I heard that this starts long.
I know I shouldn't use the word great given the current situation, but I'm relieved that she and Don Hung are safe.
We've lost contact with one of the messengers from the Xianzhou Yaoqing. The borisin have likely taken him hostage. Don't worry. Fei Shao is leading the wolf hunt operation, and you know how capable she is.
I have no doubt about General Fei Shao's capabilities, General Hua Yan. I'm more concerned about the wardens. According to the plan, the ceremony will begin in 6 hours. The Sky Splitter will be activated, and all visitors will board the ship to watch the contest. But now, with Hulei's whereabouts unknown, everything is filled with uncertainty.
Should the wardens really be held as scheduled?
March is right, Grandpa. I heard the escaped prisoner from the shackling prison is beyond formidable. In case anything goes wrong,
So, Yun-Li, what do you think we should do?
well,
Did anyone roll for Yun-Li? I feel like she wasn't
I
very
believe
popular.
we should declare martial law and allocate manpower to search for the escaped prisoners. And as for the war dance,
I do like the counter attack like
it's better
playstyle.
to announce an indefinite delay for now.
Your plan sounds solid, but unfortunately, solid
Everyone skipped on
plans
Yun-Li and
rarely
Zhao
get a
Cho
chance to
patch,
be
not gonna
implemented.
lie.
I believe there are at least 2
I'm
parties
surprised that
that
Zhao Cho skipped because like he's so good with Akron. Yun-Li is very good and her like has made Clara even better, but I skipped her. I skipped her. I'd have Clara. Yeah, I understand Yun-Li skip, but I'm like surprised at Zhao Cho since everyone kinda has Akron. Which 2 parties?
The first are the many travelers who have come all the way here for the war dance. If we declare martial law now, it's like declaring that the Luofu isn't safe. How do you think the outsiders would react? They'd be terrified, and chaos might ensue. The second party is the staff of the Xianzhou Luofu's 6 commissions. They've invested a lot of resources and manpower into organizing the war dance. Suddenly suspending it indefinitely would create numerous challenges for them.
I would build March
But of
7th
course,
if I
everyone
didn't
disagrees.
already have like my follow-up team like established.
Really?
The mastermind behind this incident would fully support your opinion, presumably. Hulei's escape and her discovery of borisin spies at Stargazer Navalia. A child could guess that these events were orchestrated. The fugitive is just one piece in the game.
I think March 7th hunt is worth it if you're like free to play, or and you don't have like the other stuff.
If we declare
Like
martial
Topaz or
law and
whatever.
postpone the wardance, we'll fall into their trap and instill fear in people even before Hule actually does anything.
So what do we do?
We'll search for the prisoners while maintaining order on the Luofu, acting as if nothing has happened.
As if nothing has happened? Yan Qing said he'd assist the generals, and now he's nowhere to be found. With the host ringmaster gone, how are we supposed to act like nothing has happened?
That's why I called the two of you here.
I lost my fifth feeling George Open and now playing Akron without moves really gonna hurt me in the future content, I fear. I mean, I think Akron can still like do it with like other people like Pella and Black Swan and whatever the other one is. I had just pulled for Jade and her like kind before them, so I couldn't stand much to pull for Jocho because I didn't have Akron on my pull. Do you always go for light cones? Are you suggesting that Yunli takes Yan Qing's place as ringmaster?
Master Yunli, is General Huayan asking you to be the ringmaster instead of Yan Qing?
No, that's not the case.
General Huayan, are you asking me to take Yan Qing's place as the ringmaster?
You caught on quickly, Miss March. That's exactly what I mean.
Miss March is a guest invited by General Jing Yuan, Grandpa. How can an outsider represent the Luofu in the ring?
So
It
cheesy.
will make the Xianzhou Luofu a laughingstock.
Dear child, the nameless of the Astral Express are renowned
Hi,
throughout the
Kentucky.
cosmos. It's an honor to have them participate.
I guess for today.
Plus, Miss March is a disciple of the little Cloud Knight Lieutenant. How can she be regarded as an outsider? We can't afford to have any problems during the war dance. I'm entrusting you not only with the honor of the ring, but also with the security of the Sky Splitter. Yukong, please explain to them the rest of the arrangements.
Oh, a dedicated light cone for March would be nice. But I think there's a problem with light cones in this game, is that everything is too dedicated. Especially five-star light cones, they're just like so...
I am sorry
Yeah,
for our
dedicated.
improper management, and I truly appreciate your assistance, General.
There is no need to apologize. We Cloud Knights fight on the battlefield while you judges punish the criminals. We are two sides of the same Xianzhou Luofu, and it is my honor to serve the Ten Lords' commission. I've grasped the situation of the prison. Tell me more about the current state of the shackling prison.
Borisin infiltrated the prison in disguise and released the prisoners, spreading chaos. Among the judges on duty in the 4 divisions, Judge Shui Yi from the detention division was killed and is temporarily unavailable. So, I'm taking over her duties and commanding Arumaton spectral envoys and spiritfarers to quickly restore order in the affected areas.
I, and the two behind me, will go deeper into the prison to investigate.
But, General, the situation inside is still chaotic and perilous. Your presence would be...
It's common for Cloud Knight generals to face danger directly. Hule has escaped, and the Yao Qing envoy is being held hostage by Borisin. His fate is unknown. This is a grave matter. Not only did the Merlin's Claw...
I kind of wish there were other characters in the game
She
that
decided to go
like
after Hule
there
herself
would be characters
for the
introduced to
collapse.
make Jing Yuan stronger.
The Luofu owes
Because
us
I rolled for Jing Yuan and then I really leveled him up, really used him.
How did the infiltrators learn about the location where Hule was held? And how did they time their plan just before the Yao Qing messengers were ready to escort him? Finding the answer to these questions shouldn't be too difficult. What truly matters is if we can gather the clues that lead us to the mastermind behind all of this.
Summon
I
meta.
understand,
Hey!
but I'm afraid it won't be an easy task.
Because I know
For a
there
long
is like
time, this hidden force has been pursuing their own
the
goals
relic
and
stuff
undermining
thingy
the
that
security
was
of the
introduced.
Lawfu. Backing down now will only encourage them to further endanger the peace here.
The plain ornaments.
The Ten Lords Commission will support your decision with everything we have, General.
Dan Heng and Ming Sha. I'll need both of you to accompany me on this challenging journey.
Well, it's part of my responsibilities as the Cauldron Master. So, where would you like to start, General?
Let's start with those borisin disguised as Foxians.
My people have already prepared the evidence. According to Lieutenant Yenqing's report, he stumbled upon a few suspicious Foxians at Stargazer Navalia. After following them, he discovered that they were actually borisin in disguise. This is one of the bodies.
Looking at him now, it's hard to imagine how he transformed into a Foxian.
My alchemist detected some complex ingredients in his remains, which might explain how these borisin were able to disguise themselves as Foxians. Simply put, Foxians and borisin share a common ancestry. Although they look completely different now, there isn't much genetic difference between them. This medicine allows borisin to temporarily change their shape into that of Foxians.
So, in other words,
Literally
if they
is there.
stop taking the medicine, their true form will soon be revealed.
Oh my god, it's giving me with my estrogen and all. If I stop taking my estrogen and T blockers, I will regress my breast growth. Bryson have fast metabolism, so the effects of medicines don't last long.
Indeed.
Oh my god, me
This means that
too!
borisin have a steady supply of the medicine.
I think I
within
have
the
high
Luofu.
metabolism.
The disciples of Sanctus Medicus.
In the
Looks like the evolution has
Zhao
evolved once again.
Cho trailer, apparently Zhao Cho cooks the borisin to eat because their headpieces are in the food dishes that in the trailer. We love that, we love cannibalism.
They're one and the same, aren't they?
The medicinal properties and ingredients may differ, but the principle remains the same.
Since ancient times,
This girl's so
the
pretty, right?
borisin have always sought to have more powerful bodies, regarding the Foxians as weaklings. Yet, in order to save their warhead,
Say check it
they
that
would
game.
need to disguise themselves as Foxians. Their determination is quite remarkable.
If these infiltrators rely on the medicine to maintain their disguise, then following this lead in our investigation seems prudent. Please follow me. Here we are. According to the judge, this area is not yet under control, so we should proceed cautiously. I've captured the
They
list
should
of
make
the
like a
medicine
character
devices.
float. Like I know Lingsha and Black Swan float, but I mean like they should flirt whilst running, like in this overworld moment. Like instead of Lingsha running, she could be just floating around. Ah, I like that. Right, they should just hover. Ah, run
We have the old
away.
and inhale the new.
What am I meant to do?
Be of your body and mind.
Still waters of oblivion. I weep for the departed. It too shall fall.
Yeah.
Oh, I wasn't meant to do that. Okay. Follow the smoke from Lakeshore Center and keep moving. Am I not meant to be here? Hello? Below. Oh, did I go in the wrong place? Oh. 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 So true. Is that the remains of the warden?
Incredible strength. The attacker shattered this warden's bones with a single blow.
Such brute strength is not something an ordinary
Much more
borisin
darker
possesses.
than Genshin.
This is likely the work of Hula.
If I may be so bold to ask, is this borisin truly that formidable?
I have lived a bit longer and engaged in a few more battles than you, Miss Lingshaw. To the Alliance, borisin have always been the most formidable adversaries. And Hula is a monster feared even among his own kind. With his strength, Hula united numerous borisin packs, forming a grand army of abominations of abundance. They constantly pushed the Alliance's armies into perilous positions. Over 7 centuries ago, I followed my mentor on a campaign against the abominations. And I personally witnessed the devastation on the battlefield after Hula appeared. Even with medicinal pellets that suppressed the fear caused by his lupitoxin, countless Cloud Knights succumbed to panic in the face of his murderous aura. They couldn't even raise a hand in resistance. If the former sword champion hadn't immobilized Hule with her Frostblade, the outcome of that fateful battle could have been very different. By the end of the battle, only a few of us remained. The crimson moon cast the sheen of blood on all. Everything I saw was painted dark red.
If that's the case, why wasn't the beast executed instead of being imprisoned? On the Xianzhou Jun, the judges cast those unforgivable and nearly immortal abominations of abundance into the eternal flames of the stars, reducing them to ashes. Their so-called immortality is just a facade. I mean, nothing can truly defy death, can it? I just don't understand why the Luofu kept this tumor for so long, leading to the terrible situation we're facing now.
You're so right for that, Lingsha.
This I understand. People of the Luofu are known for their kindness. Even when faced with the malignant tumor within the Alchemy Commission, they couldn't bring themselves to cut it out. Instead, they exiled the healer, who tried to solve the problem, to the Xianzhou Jumi.
I will not be getting Lingsha. I don't have a super break team to care about.
If you hold grudges against me, Miss Lingshaw. I take the blame for the resurgence of the disciples of Sanctus Medicus. As for why Hule was only in prison, I can shed some.
Maybe I could do a Lingsha cosplay if
I'm just a
everything was
healer.
given to me.
I'm not familiar with the past. I'd appreciate it if you could enlighten me, Tenma.
All right. Let me tell you more about it as we go.
Never had bangs. You can always get a clip on. Let's just skip all this battle. I will not be getting Rappa. I don't even know what Rappa does.
Yan Qing told me that an IPC ship was attacked by Boris. Is this what they were transporting on the ship?
I biometric. Oh, biomimetic weapon that will auto restart even after being turned off.
Yes. The Artisanship Commission and Alchemy Commission conducted a joint examination and found that parts of this machine are made from specially refined borisin
Imaginary
biotissue.
break erudition. Ugh, too many break
I heard
characters,
the
like damn.
Intelligentsia Guild has been researching biological properties of long
Like
life
give us some more
species,
damage over time, please, thank
medical
you.
or combat-related discoveries. However, they haven't dared to cross any lines due to their so-called relationship with the Alliance.
Perhaps to those scholars, borisin are no different from lab animals. Maybe the borisin attacked that ship to retaliate against the Intelligentsia Guild for experimenting on them?
No. If it were only about revenge, they could just wreck the ship and destroy all the cargo, instead of allowing it to end up in the shackling prison. It was a deliberate display to showcase the dangerous nature of the cargo in broad daylight. This way, the cargo would end up in the shackling prison, serving as a tool for the prison break.
This skill in exploiting the blind spots of others' mindsets is so atypical of them. I'm afraid the IPC and the Intelligentsia Guild unknowingly became their accomplices.
Watch out! Even after suffering such severe
Surely I can auto
attacks?
battle, right? I'm strong enough.
Their imitation of long-life species has crossed the line.
Net markers activated. Time
Yeah,
for
it's very follow up and break. Give us more damage over time stuff.
Everything in this world is
Like they really made Kafka Black Swan and then just like forgot about them. Like I don't like if I guess you could put Zhao with them, but it's like not really that amazing because his damage time is not amazing.
You
We'll get a
haven't
pet
answered my question
summon,
about
like
why
summon
Luminum was
meta
imprisoned in
apparently,
the Luofu
possibly,
instead of the
which is cute and cool.
You've been reserved in your response. Could it be that such an arrangement wasn't an honor?
The reason why the Marshal didn't leave Hule on the Yaoqing lies in the very mech in front of us.
Are you suggesting that there are people trying to understand Hule's secrets and use them for their own purposes? Just like with this mech?
I need a Honkai character who uses a fan, like that would make me install. Oh yes. I'm surprised I haven't done that yet.
Share a bloodline with the borisin. Just like the
Wait.
borisin, some of the Foxians there experience
What about
an
Tingyan?
uncontrollable insanity called
Doesn't Tingyan count?
The Marshal believed that this would be inhumane and no different from what the borisin do. So,
Exactly.
On a 5 class.
While Borisin see Moonwage as a blessing that unlocks their true potential, Foxians see it as an inevitable curse within their bloodline. Countless healers of the Yaoqing have attempted to unravel this mystery, but to no avail.
Oh, that is true.
Why can Borisin control the power?
I heard about that Tingyan turning to 5 class. 5 star.
These questions were asked frequently. Each questioner had good intentions,
And hurt him.
but the road to catastrophe is paved with good intentions. To the Foxians of the Yaoqing, Hule was not only the warhead of the Borisin, but also a monster that could be the subject of much research. Hule thus became a poison that corrupted people's minds without their knowing.
that's why the Marshal decided to imprison Hule and the Luofu. It wasn't an honor, but rather a warning.
Because such selfish pursuits in the name of good intentions once led to a tragedy in the Luofu that served as a warning to future generations.
This edition of Imbibitor Lunae. By imprisoning Hule and the Xianzhou Luofu, the Marshal both suppressed the dangerous intentions of the Yaoqing Foxians and warned the Xianzhou Luofu to refrain from repeating its mistake.
That was a necessary trade-off. The Xianzhou alliance is not solely about the Xianzhou natives. Only when all three races, Foxian, Vidyadhara, and Cienjo natives, form an alliance, will there be a promising future for all.
Thank you for enlightening me. Was it for the same reason that you traded off my mentor to Xianzhou Zhuming, only to stand idle and allow the resurgence of the disciples of Sanctus Mythicus?
You said that I couldn't bear to cut out the malignant tumor within the Alchemy Commission, but instead exiled the healer who tried to solve the problem to the Xianzhou Zhuming. But did your mentor tell you her good intentions led her to perform certain healing arts on Dan Heng, who had just finished his hatching rebirth, so that he would regain the memories of his past life?
What did you just say?
She believed that restoring the High Elder's knowledge of his past life would allow the Vidyadhara to resume their duty as the guardians of the Ambrosial Arbor.
I'm getting a little bit lost.
Quelling the strife
Not gonna
within the
lie.
clan and bringing everything back on the right path. But just as I mentioned earlier,
Hi Song, how are
the road to
you?
catastrophe is always paved with good intentions. Since then, the 6 charioteers decided that the Alchemy Commission
Tired.
would no longer
Oh,
have a
and you got
covert
Sailor
ministry
Nye. Come chill with
until
us.
your arrival now.
If that's the case, I should thank you for protecting my mentor by exiling her, General.
Quite the contrary. I should be the one thanking you.
I'm gonna sleep you. Hi.
All I ever want is to have a clear conscience. However, can long-life species truly achieve that goal in their long, drawn lives? For example, you were implicated along with your mentor and forced to leave your homeland without knowing the truth.
Hi Namio.
And now,
Yes,
with
thanks
the
for
complicated
Honkai.
situation in the Alchemy Commission,
Good luck with your
the
study,
Alliance
then,
has spared me
sleepy.
a lot of trouble by sending you to handle this challenging task. Shouldn't I be thanking you instead?
I want a new planet as
Your
well.
eloquence is indeed impressive. The divine foresight. You won't even leave me any excuses to hold a grudge against you. But let me make it clear. The Alliance sent me here to handle the business impartially, not to choose sides.
It doesn't matter which side you choose, Miss Linshaw. At the end of the day, both you and I stand on the side of the Alliance, don't we? Let's keep going.
I love Pennikini as well. Onwards.
Incense ascends, entwined with ethereal clouds.
Okay. Doesn't Shrey have a bob, or is that not considered a bob? I suppose a fierce battle must have been fought here. Examine the Mara-struck remains.
These Mara-struck soldiers don't appear to be escaped prisoners.
How can you tell?
Literally how I was gonna
These
ask.
soldiers are fully armed. Obviously, they didn't hastily join the battle.
The messenger named Morza did say that there were 2 groups of attackers. The other attackers, aside from the borisin, could hide their tracks. I believe he was referring to these people.
Hide their tracks.
Exactly. I've engaged with these attackers before, and they used cloud hymn magic to hide their presence. Without careful observation, no one can detect them.
You once warned me to be cautious of the Vidyadhara Elder's influence within the Alchemy Commission. Could it be?
What's on your mind, Miss Linshaw?
Well, it seems that someone provided the attackers with a map of the shackling prison. And considering the Vidyadhara's involvement in the prison's construction, it raises suspicion about their role in this.
I'm getting a little confused as well, Kanoi.
Additionally, the fact that the borisin need medicine to disguise themselves would suggest that there are still moles within the Alchemy Commission assisting them covertly. Moreover, forging official identities for the undercover borisin would require someone with significant authority. And the presence of assassins capable of using Cloudhim magic deepens my suspicion about the Preceptors. But why would the Videotter collude with the borisin and aid in Hulei's escape?
They aim to spread chaos. They believe that only in chaos can they regain their former power and influence. Since this edition of Imbibe de Lune, the once proud dragon race has been powerless, watching their influence wane. Being a native of the Luofu, Miss Ling Sha, I believe you understand the implications.
However, I don't think the Preceptors are the true masterminds. If I'm not mistaken, the one behind all this treachery is the Lord Ravager who exploited the weaknesses within the Luofu and instigated the disciples of Sanctus Medicus, ultimately leading to the Ambrosial Arbor's resurrection. Fentilia.
Please remember, General, that everything I
The Fentilia
mentioned
fight
is
was
mere
a
speculation.
good fight.
We need concrete evidence for a public trial. If you want to interrogate someone within the Videotter's ranks, you'll need irrefutable proof.
So, what's your plan, Miss Ling Sha?
I'll send an invitation to the Preceptors.
An invitation?
The Preceptors have been inviting me for a personal meeting since my arrival on the Luofu. Now, I'll send them the remains of these Mara-struck soldiers and the route map I found in the prisoner's possession. Then, I'll ask them to meet me at Scale Gorge Waterscape. I'd like to hear their explanations.
Good idea. If I were to take action, it might alert the true mastermind. I trust you to handle this matter, Miss Ling Sha. The internal affairs of the Videottera should remain under their jurisdiction. And don't worry if things don't go smoothly. Once the wolf hunt operation is over, the hidden truths will come to light.
I just want to fight.
Speaking of the wolf hunt operation, I'm truly worried about the Yaoqing messenger who was taken hostage. Hulei was starving in the shackling prison for centuries. I don't know if the messenger can survive in that wolf's clutches. May Rainbow's blessing keep him safe.
Yay, we love Chao Cho.
As I said, I'm a healer. But my art of healing requires the culinary arts to be truly
A lot of
effective.
yapping.
The magic of my cauldron is its ability to make all kinds of medicines into dishes that patients can eat. When simmered and cooked together, any kind of medicinal herb or ingredient becomes
I want a hot pot now.
delicacy.
Delicacy. But isn't that just one flavor overpowering the others?
Well, you have a point. Let me ask you this. If there's a fussy child who refuses to eat green peppers, what's the best way to make him eat them?
Stuff the kid's mouth with the green peppers and cook him alive in a pot.
Right. That's great parenting. Basically, the Luofu Soundtrack is holding a martial arts festival. Yes, I get that. For people from the other Luofu, the thing is that the other incident with Pantilia, people are doubting on Jing Yuan's capability, so they're like, kind of to analyze everything, and Jing Yuan wanted the Astral Express crew to go to Sanzhou to serve as witnesses of what happened to Pantilia, but now a criminal that killed Foxy and people has escaped. That's basically everything. Solid again. I won't spoil too much, but the dialogue options upcoming. Ooh. Early on, there's some yapping here and there. It's gonna take 5. I'm so sorry if you don't skip dialogue like I did. That's okay. I mean, we can break this apart into separate parts. I mean, I probably should finish this before I fly up to California, so that's in 4 days. So, I guess we can just like plow through this all 5 hours today.
You have quite the sense of humor. I've heard that you, borisin, have lost many of your taste buds during the self-modification process, so you can't experience complex flavors. Only the saltiness of blood and flesh truly awakens your appetite.
It's a shame I don't have any green peppers right now. Otherwise, I'd happily stuff them into your mouth and cook you alive in a pot.
I'm just kidding. The answer is quite simple. Chop up the peppers and mix them with minced meat to make meatballs. This way, the flavor of the meat overpowers the taste of the peppers. And even a fussy child can enjoy them.
Can I just boil your tongue in this hot pot? I know you're trying to buy time until someone comes to your rescue. You said that Jin Liu recently returned to Luofu, right? Well, she did come back. But, unfortunately, I also found out that she committed serious crimes and was escorted to another Xianzhou.
Can someone explain this Jing Liu thing? Like, what was her deal again? Like, what was the crime again?
By provoking Lord Hulei's desire for revenge with your clever little tongue. You see borisin as savages who know nothing about the Xianzhou. But in fact, we know all about your dragon tricks. Like the jade abacus you're carrying, and the side cranes in the sky. The more hope you hold in your heart, the greater your pain will be when death comes. I wonder if you can maintain your composure when I tear
I wonder if it was painful for him to do this voice.
His composure is only a temporary effect of the medicine. And it will wear off soon, right?
Lord Hulei.
Oh, you pathetic Foxians. For thousands of years, we were the ones who allowed you to live, and who granted you civilization. But in the end, you chose to betray us for the freedom promised by the Xianzhou people. But it's all right. As long
Why
as
do I
you
feel like
cast
there are
a
some
sense
gays that
of
would
your
thirst over this guy?
You obediently return to us, no matter how far you run away.
Sorry, discord between Mock Talk and Hula. Refute him by pointing out that they are the runaways. Say discord between Mock Talk and Hule.
Hule. Have you ever wondered why it took them 7 centuries to come to your rescue? The Borisin's era has long passed. Did they ever tell you these harsh facts before giving you hope for returning home? Lord Hule? Now they're being crushed by the Merlin's claw of the Yaoqing. By a Foxian. They're hiding in remote corners of the cosmos, trembling with fear like a wounded beast on its last legs, reaching out desperately for
I love Jacho's hair color.
salvation,
What a pretty pink.
which in this case is you.
The Merlin's claw of the Yaoqing. A Foxian? Very interesting. Tell me, Mock Talk.
So these dialogue options do matter now.
Truth.
I mean, like, they don't matter in the sense, like, we're all gonna lead to the same place, but they have very different dialogue.
She stole our power and used her knowledge about us to fight us, using every dirty trick in the book.
And she bested you, Mock Talk. Fairness is but a pathetic excuse for the dead and defeated. Since our great
It's nice that they
practice
had
fell
different
apart,
dialogue, like actual
who told you that I
different
was
dialogues
alive?
to make it like feel more meaningful.
And who
Otherwise,
sent
what's the
you
point?
here?
In our darkest hours, it was a prophet of the master of
Wait,
immortality
there's actually options now that matter? Oh, it's
who
giving like
showed us the way.
Life is
Her
Strange or
guidance
whatever.
brought us hope.
This prophet.
But I can't imagine Honkai or like any Horrorverse game making things like very
The prophet made
like
this
punishable.
proclamation. borisin have been divided for too long, and only your return can unite all the packs, restoring us to our former glory. That's when we learned that you were still alive. It must have been a manifestation of the Master of Immortality. And the Prophet told us that the Foxian General of the Yaoqing would take you to her ship during the Luofu's war dance. And that it would be our best chance to infiltrate and free you from your prison. And just as she said, we did it.
Refute him by pointing out that their plan has not succeeded yet. So just go by pointing out Manga's ulterior motives. Sure, let's be a poster.
That so-called prophet lied to all of you. She just sent you here to die.
Your prophecy has come true. Our warhead is right here, with us.
Once the news about the prison break spreads, the Cloud Knights will close all the ports. You may think you've escaped the prison, but you're just trapped in another cage, known as the Luofu.
Let me kill this unruly, lowly beast, Lord Hule. I assure you that our star skiffs will soon arrive. Right now, everyone in the Luofu is distracted by the stupid war dance. So this will be the perfect chance to escape. Once you've returned to your territory, revenge against the Xianzhou ships will be within reach.
Perfect chance to return to my weak and shattered pack at the mercy of a ridiculous false prophet and become a mere puppet in her clutches. Her plan is full of flaws. The only paths she has prepared for you are escape and death. Listen up. A wolf never allows itself to become prey. From now on, you'll follow my orders. Since you are so confident that the Cloud Knights will close the ports, Jiaoqiu, I'm now giving you a chance to go and see it for yourself. Go to the ports, come back, and tell me what you saw.
Wait, what did you just say?
But my lord!
Would an alpha wolf ever listen to a cub mock talk?
No, I've never heard anything like that. I wasn't trying to defy your will. I will always
Beta.
unquestioningly follow
Mock
your
Talk Beta
orders.
L. What game are you playing? Why don't you just send your people? Number one, why don't you just send your people?
I'm offering you a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. Don't you want to run away, Jiaoqiu? You will come back. Because Foxians like you always obediently return to their masters, no matter how far they run away.
You know, apparently the alpha wolf thingy, like, there's a alpha wolf that leads the pack. Apparently that's like a myth, like that's actually not a thing. Like, wolf packs, like, they go together, there is no, like, leader type of thing. Like, it was just like one person said it and everyone kind of ran with it, and then like the person that said it went back on it, like, oh, oops, that was a mistake, and everyone just like was like, okay, whatever, I don't care. So we've all just ran with it. Like, there's a alpha wolf. I don't know if it's true though, but it's apparently or myth. Oh my god, did I get Stella J? It's kind of raw.
I can't believe he actually let me go. What game is he playing? Perhaps I can try to warn the Cloud Knights. No. Perhaps I can just escape.
Continue towards the port.
The Cloud Knights must have been aware of the situation inside the shackling prison for some time. Will General Fei Xiao personally lead a squad to capture Hule? For now, I'll do as he asked.
Not enough. Do I have any achievements? We need some, like, maintenance up in here. And, for them to make mistakes and be like, oh, here's 600 Celebrate as a compensation. Understand if you thoughtless asking for aid, you will reap severe repercussions without the— Oh!
I'm sorry, but the Realm Keeping Commission Chancery is currently closed. All the officers and officials have been reassigned to assist in the wardance.
I guess I have to pay attention. Is someone staring at you from not far away? It says red, so that means that's not good, right? You need I need help, but it's a red. Do you still love him, okay? Yes. Red is fun. What even happens? This fight had my fight or flight response trigger. What even happens? Do I fight? Like, what even? I'm so curious. Okay, I want to know. Would I always lead into the end? Like, at the end of the day, like, it doesn't matter. Like, I can't imagine Honkai making you be like, oh, you die, type of thing. Like, okay, GG, it's over. Like, at the end of the day, like, maybe it's like one is more fighting and one is less fighting, right? But then I'm like, I'm very curious to know about this side as well. And there are no, like, less rewards as well. It doesn't look like you run, but something interesting happens if you pick how. Sure.
If I can help you.
Borisin are hiding nearby. I'm Jiaochai on board the Shanzhou Yaoqing. I bet they're the Borisin, aren't they? They're gonna kill the people. They're gonna get revealed, and he's like, "Oh, I've been spotted," and then he's gonna bite this guy's neck, right?
Borisin? Here? Are you serious?
These borisin are disguised as Foxians. Please warn the Cloud Knights immediately.
Will you please wait here for a while? I'll find a soldier.
I am causing chaos amongst the people.
Hey there. I noticed you'd been looking at me for quite a while. Do you need my help?
Sounds down. If I do this, they're gonna act, and then these are gonna be dead. That's alright.
Could you please provide more details?
Borisin are hiding nearby.
What? Are you— Wait. I recognize you. You're the lost Yaoqing messenger. How are you here?
I was brought here by the borisin. Please make sure to report this news.
All right. I'll call for reinforcements.
Maybe they'll think Zhao Cho is like a betrayer.
Stop asking. I'm off duty now.
May I ask why?
Can't you just stop it? You're not one of us. But I smell a familiar scent on you.
The Warhead sent me here to check on the situation.
Have the Cloud Knights closed the ports?
No, not at all. Instead, the Skyfaring Commission is clearing routes to prioritize star skiffs heading to the Sky Splitter. This will make our ships more noticeable when we try to escape.
The ports haven't been closed? What is going on? Stalling won't help. It's time to confront Hule and see what tricks he's up to.
If I can just teleport.
Would you like to board my star skip?
How many person can you accommodate?
Well, my little star skiff can't accommodate that many. But I have a larger one that will arrive in less than 15 minutes. We need to hurry wherever.
Can we keep this quiet?
Keep what quiet? Come on, spill it if you have something to say.
Could you leave a message to the Realm Keeping Commission for me?
Realm Keeping Commission? It's right up ahead. Look, I've got a business to run, so why don't you...
Oh.
You're back, Jiao.
Come and take a good look. Who are these people?
This Cloud Knight says there's official business that requires my cooperation.
What are you trying to do, Mock
What are you
Talk?
trying to do, Mock Talk? They have nothing to do with this.
Nothing to do? I told you
They're
to go
gonna
to the
die.
port and check out the situation. But I never gave you permission to talk with others. Remember, these people died because of you.
Wow, it's actually a lot more darker. A crack of bones is echo through this. Oh wow.
You want to prove to me that you hold everyone's
Wow,
lives
it's a lot more darker.
right, Hule?
I killed them, and I don't regret it.
So, that the Cloud
They were
Knights closed the
ugly.
ports.
Only pretty bitches deserve to live.
No.
They were irrelevant.
They don't want to publicize my escape. I understand. It's no surprise. For fear is more deadly than claws and fangs. Especially during a festive time like the wardance. What lurks here is not a group of fugitives, but rather a pack of wolves amidst the flock. My cubs are hungry, ready to feast on flesh and blood, reveling in
I want to see that. I want to see them all swarming them.
your carved facade will soon crumble. I can tear through it and expose your pathetic bones any time. There's no escape from me, Jiao Cho. Of course, you can try your luck and believe that your wits will save you. But remember, you're not the only hostage in this city. If you try anything funny, innocent people will die.
Perfect.
Because of you.
Well, then I will try even more funny things.
Let's talk about the Foxian general you serve. Moktok says she's here for me, which means she'll be hunting me herself. Before the hunt begins, I need to know my opponent. You can refuse and play tough, or you can cooperate and save us both some time, healer.
Refuse. Show your weakness, make him believe your friend. Refuse. The tall man stretches out a finger and touches his shoulder blade with a movement so fast it's not visible. It's as if a dagger has cut away a piece of flesh and the pain pieces down to it. Really stand. Oh.
Good. At least you didn't try to draw attention with a scream. That way no one will die in vain. But remember, the next time you refuse me, I'll crush your healing hands, then your knees, then your spine. I'll dismantle you piece by piece, until only your silver tongue remains for you to speak.
Fine. I'll tell you what you want to know about her. But I expect something in return.
Exactly.
What makes you think you're still in a position to negotiate with me?
You can torture me until I talk. Or let's save us both some time. Warhead. Here's the question that's been bothering me. How have you managed to survive and endure centuries of torture?
Lovely voice acting.
Borisin aren't supposed to live that long, or possess such regenerative abilities.
So, is that why the Shenjiao Yaoqing wanted to take me away? To some, I'm a hostage, but to others, I hold the secrets they desire.
Desire.
I still remember, in the early years of my captivity, the Foxians came and went. They extracted my blood and marrow, trying to unravel the mystery of moon rage. They wanted to conquer their fear of the borisin and free themselves from their bloodline. Unfortunately, they failed to uncover the secret. So, they resorted to the most brutal punishments they could imagine. Some seek power to destroy their enemies, while others seek power to become their enemies. Which one are you, Jiao Zhou? Ah, I see. You're the most pitiful of them all, healer of the Yaoqing. You seek power to share it with others and do good. Well, then let me tell you the answer you seek. In our ancient legends, Duran, the ancestor of the borisin, was dissatisfied with his limited lifespan and power. He yearned to dominate the skies and become the master of all the stars. To achieve his goal, he sacrificed the lives of countless borisin and Foxians, pouring them into the spring bestowed by the Master of Immortality. Through a form of genetic sorcery, the water gave birth to a miracle. The lunar embryo. Duran ascended the birthing bed and obtained what he desired. A heart in the shape of a deep red full moon. He cut open his chest and replaced his original heart with this crimson moon.
I don't know why I'm like picturing some sort of like Elden Ring, Dark Souls type of thing. How typical. Just another person myth. I'm not buying your upset myth.
The ambrosial armor is also an absurd myth, but you Zhengzhou folk know it's true.
Thank you for ducking.
Heart beats within the body of every generation of the borisin warhead. In the ritual that decides the new warhead, the successor cuts open the previous warhead's chest and consumes the divine heart, thus possessing it as their own. Devouring is the true essence of life, allowing us to endure and thrive. It gathers the life essence of all the prey we consume, making us stronger and stronger.
I just realized if they can make a character like Hule, then they can definitely give us a bigger character, like a playable character that isn't like skinny.
But now, this heart is beating once again. All right. Now it's your turn to tell me everything about the Merlin's Claw.
Jiao Zhou, I found you.
Most of his voice actor changed, right? Well, he did change, but I feel like I heard the one before, and I liked the one before, but then this one.
Orders, but if I understand correctly,
Exactly,
you already have
Misha.
intelligence about the borisin?
That's right. My people are busy collecting clues now. What's the situation, Moza?
General, before we completely lost contact with Zhao Cho, I picked up a signal from his Jade Abacus. It won't take long before we locate their whereabouts.
If that's the case, shouldn't we immediately go there and join forces to eliminate the borisin? Why are we returning to Stargazer Navalia?
Looks like your general has only taught you swordplay, not the art of the hunt. There's an old saying among the borisin. In the forest, the hunter may easily become the hunted. While we may call ourselves the hunters now, chasing them blindly will only make us become the prey.
How can Hule possibly hunt us down?
Are you joking, General? He's just a wolf who's been in prison for 7 centuries. Even with his accomplices, they're no match for us numerous Luofu Cloud Knights. How could he consider us his prey?
Do not underestimate the enemy. Hule is not an ordinary borisin that can be easily killed. The advantage in numbers means nothing when we face that monster. A vicious beast who hasn't tasted blood and flesh in 7 centuries is now lurking on the streets of the Luofu right before the war dance. This is what makes the situation treacherous and unpredictable.
To him, the lives of ordinary people are just meat, ready to be devoured at any moment.
Exactly. That is why we must succeed in our first strike, or the situation will spiral out of control. You've heard of this military tactic, right? When you surround your enemy, leave one side open for them to escape. A skilled hunter must be well prepared, waiting for the prey at the most advantageous position.
Where do these borisin want to go? Is Stargazer Navalia the most likely place for them to come to? Number 2.
What would we do if we were the escapees from the shackling prison? While we can disguise ourselves and blend in with the crowd, we don't plan on staying here for long. In this case, what do we need most now?
A star skiff to get us out of the Luofu. The borisin we discovered at Stargazer Navalia were actually preparing a vessel for their escape.
We predict their next move, and we take them down. Let's start from where you found those borisin and corner our prey.
This is where we ran into the borisin last time. It looks the same as usual.
Because I blocked all the relevant news to make it seem as if nothing had happened.
Well, the borisin noticed something.
Losing contact with their accomplices preparing the star skiff will surely put them on guard. However, the more well-prepared a plan is, the longer it takes to adjust when it's disrupted. If any borisin wants to stick to the original plan despite the risks, they'll surely come back to Stargazer Navalia to check the situation.
Are you suggesting that there are borisin here at Stargazer Navalia right now?
This is an automated area. So don't you think that there are a bit too many people here today? First, look at those 2 Skyfaring Commission staff members. They've been observing us in secret since we arrived here. Then there's a Cloud Knight soldier over there. Perhaps he's here for patrol, but each patrol team must consist of 2 members. And obviously, he is not following the rules. Lastly, there's that craftsman wearing Artisanship Commission clothing. He's unusually focused on checking that device. If you have a target in mind, let's go investigate.
Who are you? Don't you know that Stargazer Navalia is on lockdown now?
Hey, chill out. They're just a few lost tourists.
Stargazer Navalia is on lockdown now.
But Stargazer Stargazer Navalia is the shipbuilding port of the Cienjo Luofu. If the Skyfaring Commission called for a lockdown, there should be official documents proving it, right?
Official documents? Of course there are. The Cloud Knights are aware that some people have infiltrated this port.
That makes perfect sense. So you're now investigating the borisin?
Yeah, we've received orders from the higher-ups, so we've blocked off this area to prevent any interference with our inspection. Thank you for your understanding.
Lieutenant Yenxing and General Fei Xiao?
You're aware of the borisin prison break, right?
Yeah, I've received the news, and I'll be on the alert.
Looks like you've been keeping an eye on the Sky Splitter. Have you noticed anything unusual?
No, everything is normal on the ship. Nothing out of the ordinary.
Question his location.
This is not a location for a Cloud Knight on guard duty, is it?
Well, this spot offers a great view. Are you here to keep an eye on the Sky Splitter?
Yes.
Ask about the Sky Splitter.
You've been observing the Sky Splitter for a while. Have you noticed anything?
Honestly, just watching the ship from here isn't too thrilling. I wish I could go on board and witness Lieutenant Yenxing's contests. Speaking of which, Lieutenant Yenxing, aren't you supposed to be on the Sky Splitter? Is it alright for you to be here instead?
Thank you for your concern, but I have more pressing matters to attend to.
And the questioning.
Hey, you there! Please refrain from wandering around Stargazer Navalia if you're not... Oh, it's you, Lieutenant Yenxing.
Is Stargazer Navalia on lockdown now?
No, not at all. Actually, I'm here to address a peculiar issue.
A peculiar issue?
Yeah, we've had some unscheduled star skiffs being constructed at this dock in Stargazer Navalia. Could there have been an error in the production planning for the assembly line? This is just weird. I thought all the pending star skiffs from before the war dance had been scheduled already. I'm sorry, but I need to focus on my work right now. If you have any questions, we can discuss them later.
Is he like innocent?
So, it seems that some borisin have returned to Stargazer Navalia in disguise. The answer seems quite obvious.
The staff members from the Skyfaring Commission.
That's my suspicion as well.
Remember when I mentioned that the Cloud Knights blocked all relevant news to make it seem as if nothing happened? Stargazer Navalia is not under lockdown.
But on the contrary, those staff members use Stargazer Navalia is on lockdown as an excuse to persuade us to leave. This contradicts the Cloud Knights' plans.
Their flimsy disguise has been exposed. Even if they try to hide, there's no way they can escape us.
Hey.
Why are you still here? As I said, Stargazer Navalia is on lockdown now.
No, I never issued such an order.
Who are you?
Perhaps you haven't met me on the battlefield, but
Is this NPC the same voice actor as Zhao Cho? They sound similar.
question, so answer me. Tell me. How many more of your comrades are here? Where were you planning to meet Ule?
This woman, she's the general of the Yaoxing. What are you still waiting for? Attack her!
Yeah. Which side of battle?
What's in your prescription?
I meant to have
I weep for the
you
departed.
know, I don't know his name. Gamble Man.
Too shall fall.
Tell Lord Montauk about this.
Adventuring, yes.
Because
Not
I
Bailey.
need answers.
You were our war slave, so you should know us descendants of Duran. You want me to talk? Fine. Try whatever you want, but I assure you, you won't get anything from me. Only fangs and blood.
If I were to do that, I wouldn't be any different from you. I am the arrow that pierces the wolf's heart. I grant you a swift death.
That's exactly what I desire. Wolves that leave the pack are prepared for the fate of never returning home. But sadly, you didn't catch my partner. He will alert them.
Before you close your eyes, you should know that I allowed him to escape. Because he will lead the Cloud Knights to Hule's hideout.
Oh, I was expecting to see like a whatever.
How you leave one side open? You let that borisin escape so you could track him?
This is the most common hunting tactic used by borisin. I know the methods of these abominations all too well. They always leave an escape route for their prey, allowing them to flee in fear. Then they chase them like it's a game. Borisin get great satisfaction from the last struggles of their victims.
Have you witnessed these things firsthand? That guy called you a war slave. What exactly have you experienced?
Just a hazy past that I can barely recollect. Long ago, I was one of them.
Wait, you're a Barson?
The word borisin was only used to refer to those wolf masters. I'm a Foxian who was born in one of the fallen territories. In their eyes, we're mere consumables. Cannon fodder used to slow down Xianzhou attacks on the battlefield.
But you survived. And not only that, you became the general of the Yao Qing. If I get the chance, I'd love to hear stories of your past, General.
Speaking of stories, you've reminded me that now is not the time for them. Wadza, we've sent the warning from
Wadza.
Stargazer Navalia. What's the situation on your end?
I've found them. Zhao Cho is trying to stall Hule, and he signaled me to not reveal myself.
Trust his judgment and keep watching. We'll be right there.
I believe the warning we sent will stop Hule from attacking Stargazer Navalia. What will he do next?
The hunt is not over yet. Stay safe, Zhao Cho.
We must save him. 1 dull hour before the wardance convenes.
Please, save me. I want to live. Doctor!
Xiao Xiao, find a medical ingenium and give that kid a shot! Hurry!
I see. How's the front line?
The Borisin beast chips have already landed on the Fenghu. It won't be long before this place is overrun as well.
What about General Yueyu? Any news from her? I'm her healer. I should stay by her side at a time like this.
She asked me to tell you that she's not coming back. She must protect the Cloud Pier telescope. General asks you to save that kid. The girl fought desperately just to bring us all back here alive. I've never seen such a brutal fighting style. Her body, it's like she was split open. Just like...
Her blood pressure is dropping. Do you hear me, Xiao Xiao?
Loud and clear. Get me some tumble dust. We've got to start the operation right now.
I will bring her back.
Is that why you're so determined to learn my secrets? Do you hear me, Jiao Zhou?
I do. Loud and clear.
So she saved you all in that great battle on the Xiangzhou Fenghu 3 decades ago. But to your surprise, you discovered her borisin bloodline while she was at death's door. Moktok told me that she was a war slave who escaped from the Eclipse Pack. Oh, what a twist of fate. Turns out, she's from the same clan as I am.
Now I understand. No wonder she displayed such astounding power, determination, and cruelty in battle. Turns out it's all because of her borisin bloodline. Mutt. Despicable mutt.
And she used the gift of her bloodline to destroy the borisin. Moon rage, a blessing for wolves, and a curse for foxes. For borisin,
Which guy? Hello?
torn apart by moon rage and transform into a beast is the ultimate joy. But for you Foxians with poor regenerative abilities, it means certain death. With the burning fury in her heart, that Foxian general will eventually lose her sanity and indulge in endless bloodshed. The scars on her body will not be caused by enemy weapons, but by the immense power she can't withstand. One day, she will be torn apart and die as
It's
a
not exactly
monster.
what I think about.
And in return for saving her life, you intend to give everything to solve this impossible puzzle.
Hule. Do you know the saddest thing about being a healer? All this time, I've devoted my life.
You know, Jaja could have been like a healing, buffing person for the damage over time girlies. Like, why is he a healer but he doesn't actually heal in battle? Like, why is he annihilating?
And my hands trembled.
Like, doesn't make sense.
I believed everything I did was meaningful.
No, he's a
But
debuffer.
once again, they rushed into battle. And then I heard of their deaths. They died under your claws. In your jaws. Amidst the flames of crashing star skiffs. And under the Lux arrow of rainbow.
Like, if he was a healer, I would not need my Japad anymore.
I saved a fish named Life out of the cauldron called Death. Only to watch it struggle. Dive back into the boiling broth. So I asked myself, why were they so eager to run toward their death after they had recovered from their wounds?
But Lisha's super break and I don't need
They
that.
value their hard-won life. All the doubts left me feeling lost.
I can smell your desperation. All all the way down to your bone marrow.
Eventually, I realized that their deaths held value.
That Aqua Team? Yes, it is.
They placed the weight of their sacrifice on the living, granting us strength. With a coin forged by their deaths, they exchanged something more in return. Everything I'm doing now, following you so closely, is just for one reason. Witnessing your death with my own two eyes. Even your death has value. It will pave the way for a peaceful war dance.
I did not get Black
And
Sun.
fully cured.
Not yet.
The thoughts in your pathetic head are hardly surprising.
Did you already know this?
Yes, I did. As borisin, we understand the value of death more than anyone. And as a healer who has witnessed so much death, you won't be swayed by fear. What a shame, what a shame. Your story actually sparked a trace of respect for you in my heart.
Can you even feel respect with your corrupted heart?
Of course. Because I caught a whiff of my own kind in you. Unfortunately, in the end, you're still just a weak fox. As the wolf's creed goes, gift the wolf a dead end where new paths arise. Raise him to a doomed fate where satiation lies. The cowards in forgotten corners meet their unworthy demise. Yet the valorous in brutal battles embrace their eternal prize. That's why I'm keeping you alive for now. I want to show you how borisin truly respect their enemies. We will consume your flesh and blood, nourishing our own. We will crush your hopes and dreams, clearing a path for our hunt. Your feeble souls will witness a new future. A future that belongs to me.
My lord, we received a message. Our arrangement at Stargazer Navalia has been discovered. We must act quickly.
That doesn't surprise me at all.
I wanna fight.
Moktok, what's that noise?
It's the Sky Splitter. The ship that the wardance will be held on is about to set off. The Skyfaring Commission will clear the air routes. And if our star skiffs try to escape, we'll be spotted.
Calm down, Moktok. Look at you now, hiding and fearful. Where is your borisin dignity?
As I said, I'd sacrifice my dignity for your return. As long as you can come back to the borisin packs, there's still hope. Hope?
The borisin have forgotten the wolf's creed. Weak creatures put their hope in the strong, but the strong fight their way out.
It's like Flow.
Bringing me back instead of choosing a new master only proves the decline of our pack. And as for the prophet who manipulated you into saving me, she's just a liar trying to use Duran's offspring. Moktok, let me tell you how the borisin will rise to power. We won't hide like rats in the streets of the Xiangzhou. We will be ravenous wolves, walking amongst a herd of lambs with our fangs bared.
But, Great Warhead, our packs are not here. We can't go to war like this.
Our packs are not here. Wherever I go, everyone is the pack.
Stay away. Just don't come any closer. No!
Ah.
Mock talk. We're the apex predators at the top of the hierarchy.
It's a new trailer because it is.
As wolves, we create fear. We don't become servants to it. If you're blind to the path, I will be the crimson moon that lights the way for you. Share my crimson blood with our brethren. Use it to infect those Foxians and strike fear into their hearts.
I'll say the cutscene's a little like off, but like
Devious monkey, come out.
because this mock talk guy was like shocked, like, oh my god, what are we gonna do? And then this guy in the cutscene eats this guy and he transforms, and then mock talk was smiling in that cutscene, and then now he's back to being shocked or whatever.
Chow.
Love Moza.
Moza. Run.
No, he can't run, and neither can you.
I love Jocha as well.
You've come at the right time, monkey of the Yaoqing. Tell your general. Tell her that I will unleash a massacre here, drowning the Xianzhou Luofu in blood. From this moment on, wolves bearing my blood will hunt on every street, feasting on the followers of that devilish archer. Follow me, my cops. We shall stride among the prey. Give the wolf a dead end. When new paths rise, raise him to a doomed fate.
Jocha makes me hungry. I want hot pot. Hi, Kisa. How are you?
Hear the valorous in brutal battles, embrace their eternal prize.
I'm pretty good. I'll be flying soon in 4 days. I'm like half excited, but also half like, oh damn, I hate airports and all. To California for a sponsorship.
Memories of past battles within me.
Yeah, and then I have friends there as well, so I'll be visiting them and then going up to Las Vegas for another friend.
Restore it to its former glory.
You might have noticed someone in my chat named Joe or Ojo. Sounds nice. Yeah, I'm excited. What if I write? Like, actually, perfect opportunity. Yeah, Ojo.
Gun salute is really loud. So this is what the war dance is actually like?
Can I get this?
I feel like my eardrums are going to burst. Well, how could they expect to attract people to come and watch if they didn't make
I'll
a
be
huge
seeing
spectacle?
Frederick, Kia Pisces,
You haven't forgotten what you came to do, have you?
Ojo. You mean Gagatas? Gagatas is in Melbourne. Wait, they're in Melbourne. What? You thought they were in America? What did I come to do? What are you up to? Not me calling you Paola. Okay, so that sounds so fun living for your good food out here. Thank you. We're busy with work and Media and Lee. Love that for you. Getting that coin. I guess the Overwatch has ended for now. Maybe I'll get bored and play it again, but I don't know. I'd rather play Apex Legends.
Swordmaster, taking the place of your no-good master Yenching as the ringmaster. But What am I supposed to do if my opponent for this round is super talented and just wipes the floor with me in seconds?
Yeah, go.
Still a beginner in sword
That's what we're trying to do with TFT, but we suck.
when I agreed to help General Huayan. Come on, there's no need to worry about that. If you're defeated, then your opponent shall have to answer to me.
I don't know if I have the FPS talent.
The honor and the
I have
glory
joined the
of
box
this
of tournaments. I have not won them yet. Any of them yet.
Master Yun Li, please, I'm about to compete. Can you say something that will give me a
No,
little
not because of the
confidence?
thing. I'm just bad.
March, think about the great storms that you,
No worries.
nameless of the Express, have weathered along your many journeys. There's no doubt that you have faced far more terrifying enemies than your opponents here today.
I am not that interested in this part of the story. This tournament thingy. This war dance. Let's get going then.
Hard in the art of swordplay over these few days. It's time for me to get in
Maybe
the
I should
ring and
move my
prove
camera a little bit up.
Let's go. Master Yun Li.
Or does it not matter that I'm like kind of blocking the text a little bit?
March, there is no such thing as completely ready.
Miss Yun Li, Miss March, this way, please. I was informed of your arrival by Madame Yukon and came to greet you personally. The news that you be the ringmaster in place of Lieutenant Yan Qing has been made public, Miss March. Just now, as I passed the contestants' hall, I overheard them all discussing this news. The most common question I heard was, who is March 7th? If they ask you this, how will you introduce yourself? Do you have something prepared?
March 7, young beauty of the Astral Express, Yanqing disciple, the invisible March 7. Losers have no right to ask my name. Exactly.
Losers have no right to know my great name. Is this some kind of villain entrance line?
I see you are both quite relaxed. Impressive. Danger you face. Miss Yun Li's contestant information was registered for the war dance a long time ago. However, as a last-minute entry, the Skyfaring Commission has taken care of the necessary procedures for you, Miss March 7th. Please, follow this path. The contestant hall is just up ahead.
Thank you, Miss Shikwe. Come, let's take a look around the contestant hall. So, this is the contestant hall. Wow, there are so many people! March, before the war dance begins, allow me to give you one more lesson. My grandfather always told me that a weapon mimics its master. That means that a person's weapon will reflect their habits and personality. You've seen me wield old metal before, haven't you? Tell me, what did you observe from that?
Nothing is very strong. Fire temperament. Doesn't have good taste.
Master Yun Li's weapon looks so thick and heavy. I don't think you have very good taste. I asked you to make predictions about your opponent's combat style. No one asked you to criticize my dear old metal. Observing the weapon that your opponent uses, assessing what kind of battle skills they excel at, and where their weaknesses lie, is the key to victory in battle. A shockingly heavy sword like mine, for example, is obviously not suited for a long, drawn-out battle. So, it would be best to find a way to drag the battle out. Why would you tell me your weakness? That's the only way to ensure that we have a fair fight, don't you think? I don't want to see you go and lose to someone else after all. Now is a perfect opportunity to learn how to evaluate your opponents. Let's use the people here in the contestants' hall to practice. If you know yourself and know your enemy,
You will not lose in 100 battles.
Know myself and know the enemy. Let's see. Who should I ask first?
So true. Let me just get rid of my... No, I can't. I was gonna change it to adventuring before I forget.
Ugh. I am not used to wearing clothes like this at all. Ooh! You're March 7th. The stand-in for Lieutenant Yuncheng, correct?
That's right. And you are?
As you can see, I am the journalist entrusted with interviewing contestants on site.
I see the Skyfaring Commission has really gone all out as the host. Interesting.
That's right. A big event like this just can't go ahead without a few of us running around. Since the competition is getting started, could I ask you some questions that are on my mind?
Of course.
Oh, great. First, the question that is on everyone's minds. Lieutenant Yuncheng is not appearing in today's war dance. This is just gossip from unreliable sources, but I hear that Lieutenant Yuncheng is...
Is this part mostly gonna be just like yapping, like not really that relevant to like the main story? It's just very like, okay, war dance, let's go. You yourself said this was just gossip.
My apologies, this was very unprofessional of me. I see that Lieutenant Yuncheng has his own affairs to tend to. Then, let us look forward to seeing a valiant performance from you, Miss March. Once the war dance begins, you will be challenged by master swordsmen from many different worlds, Miss March 7th. Are there any that you're looking forward to facing in particular?
Mostly kind of yapping at this point. No.
March 7th, you are quite I mean, extremely self-assured.
Thank you.
Thank you very much for accepting my interview.
No,
Much
thank you.
appreciated.
I came here because I wanted to meet the great Lieutenant Yuncheng I've heard so much about, and finally cross blades with him myself. Who would have imagined that he would take a disciple and have her be the ringmaster in his place? This is no more than running away from a fight, and is a great dishonor to the Yao Qing. This last-minute replacement, March 7th. Who exactly is she?
Carefully observe the weapon.
If I'd known I could use multiple weapons at once, I'd have brought my bow.
Hello, miss. Are you here to take part in the Ringmaster's Challenge, too?
No.
That's right.
Oh.
I'm the March 7th that everyone's been talking about.
What? You're March 7th?
Don't worry. I'm a newbie swordmaster who's only been practicing the art of swordplay for half a month.
March 7th. Standing before you is a seasoned Cloud Knight who has practiced swordsmanship for over 200 years.
Tricking the opponent into underestimating me is a valid tactic too, right?
Was there something you wanted to ask me?
Do you have any weaknesses?
If I had to think of a weakness, never open my mouth. I make things awkward.
That's
Does
cute.
that count as a weakness? Oh, I understand what's going on this March 7th in Miss Lee. I'm actually not a contestant. I'm just here as a security guard.
Ah, so a little bit awkward. Have you noticed anything out of the ordinary?
Nothing out of the ordinary. I guess you could say it's all fair winds and calm wolves. Another awkward pause. Did you get it? Wolves sounds like waves. It's a funny pun.
He's actually explaining his joke.
Making things awkward really is my weakness.
There are still many guests arriving here. Please be cautious.
Understood.
The first round of the war dance is about to begin. Are you feeling okay, March?
Me?
We're finally getting to some fighting.
As soon as I saw all these people gathered here, I suddenly felt weirdly relaxed.
These contestants seem reliable. I don't really feel anything special.
Just make sure to maintain this composure when you go in the ring.
I understand why you wanted me to know myself and know my enemy. I don't feel as nervous as I did before.
So, do you want to go out and see the ring?
I want to see what the ring looks like.
I knew it! Let's go.
I have one roll, I believe. Oh, more than one roll. Okay, give me a black swan. I'm at like 50 something already now. Me with my luck is like, damn, just give it to me. Like I pre-farmed for a black swan.
War dance's official venue.
I think I'll have enough. So with daily quests, we have like 10ish days. So I'll get 600 from dailies. I'll get 5 rolls from the shop because the shop will refresh, and then I'll get another 5 because Pure Fiction is resetting. Actually, not another 5, another 800 or so. Which is like 5 rolls. And then maybe the story quest will give me more.
Can I really do this?
Come with the new SU 2.6.
It's
Yes.
almost time.
Almost time for what?
Did you manage to get the 400 AM from this apocalyptic? Yes, I've done it all. Just everything.
What do I do, Master Yunli?
It's when it stops beating that we need to worry. Just take in the
No,
atmosphere.
I actually don't know the details, not too smart. I got facial on 1 pity.
To leave
Oh!
for a moment and do some inspections around the ship.
Never built piano pana, lesson
Was
learned.
also part of Grandpa's orders.
Oh.
I wonder how Master Yan Qing is doing
Well.
over there.
Hey, focus.
I'm happy for you and your facial. Once this patch is finished, I'm fully saving until Skrillin comes out. Or Ting Yun Pfizer comes out. So I'm a team,
report.
yeah.
The teams are in position. The Skyfaring Commission has taken control of the Starskiff lanes.
It better be better than Swarm and Golden Gears. Those were so annoying to play through.
In and out of the port.
Literally, building pity's fake.
Vigilant at all times. Any suspicious movements must be suppressed as quickly as possible before the situation gets out of hand.
Building pity actually theoretically does nothing. Like, you have nothing to gain out of it, but everything to lose out of building pity. Like, it actually doesn't do anything.
Yes, General.
That's your fault, Karen. Lesson learned. Lesson learned. But you know what? Facial is good. Maybe you'll get very lucky, and then you'll get Ling Shan 1 again. Shilin.
Search for the target.
Who's that? Shilonium. Oh. The Geo girl in Genshin. I thought we were talking about Honkai.
All of you, get out of my way.
It's Mother. Mother's attractive to me.
Wait,
Don't go any closer.
General, I failed you. That mad dog left me here as...
A declaration of war.
That's right. I've been holding back the urge to slit his throat all this time. Well, Lord Hule ordered
We
us
can
to remain
fight.
here just to see if you, the great Merlin's Claw, mortal enemy of the borisin, are able to join him in a little hunting game.
Hunting is not a game. It is a battle of life and death. Are you ready for your death, abomination?
We love Ore Battle.
Not good. Net markers activated. Time for a good old counterattack.
Bet Moses told when he's laying down. I didn't even get that. But I feel like it's a sexual joke, but I have no idea. I was like, I don't get it.
Are you okay?
I wasn't able to save Jiao Chou. Hule was
Like
more
his
calm
tower
and
standing
powerful
out.
than I imagined.
Tell me, how is he planning to declare this war against me? A one-on-one duel? Or with a hostage exchange, maybe?
Tore down there.
Hule is planning on attacking the bustling streets of the Xianzhou Luofu.
What did you just say?
Impossible. Even if there are still undercover borisin that we haven't sniffed out, Hule can't have more than a few dozen people. How is he planning on simultaneously attacking the streets of the Xianzhou Luofu?
He has an ace up his sleeve. Hule's body holds a plague mark passed down through generations of borisin. I've seen him convert a foxy into a borisin wolf trooper with my own eyes. This is Hule's declaration.
I'm like surprised that Moza is like a 4-star unit. He looks like a 5-star unit.
Transform and lose their minds. He has passed his blood to his minions and is planning to spread it across the Luofu and stir up panic.
But it's nice that he's like on the like. Oh, you know, I was gonna say he's like on the free-to-play side, but he's actually not even. Evacuate all the Foxins immediately.
Contact the Skyfaring Commission and the Cloud Knights.
I think they need to rework 4 stars in Honkai. Because sometimes 4 stars are even more expensive. Hi, Tsunami! Because like you're guaranteed to get 5 stars eventually, but you're not guaranteed to get 4 stars. Like you could spend like 1,000 rows and like get unlucky.
What I told you before. Hunting
Hi,
is about the same way
Tsunami.
as your prey, not just mindlessly chasing after them. What Hule wants is to see everyone on the Luofu descend into panic. He wants to see us lose our minds and
Very
waste
tired
limited
on
manpower
there.
scouring every inch of the Luofu.
Definitely
for signs
rest
of
up.
an attack until we
Play some
exhaust
TFT and
ourselves.
rest. Me
It's
thinks.
like that party game that the people of the Yaoqing love to play. They had an object under one of several bowls, then moved
Facial
the bowls
saying
around
she's
and
like,
have you guess which one the
yes, she's
object
very
is.
pretty.
The way I see it, this
And
is
apparently
about
very
nothing
strong.
more than misdirection. No matter what Hule does, there is one truth that cannot be changed. He is trapped aboard the Xianzhou Luofu. The only way for him to escape is to find a ship.
And the only ship he's able to see is.
Right now, the only ship he'd be able to see is the Sky Splitter.
In his eyes, that ship is full of countless hostages. That would be the best place for him to go. So, that will also be our final battlefield.
But if we're wrong about this, if he goes somewhere else, or if he does as he said he would, and his minions infect the Foxians everywhere with wolf blood, what do we do then? Are we just supposed to abandon those less likely locations?
This is another lesson that you must learn outside of swordplay. Weighing your options and making a decision. There are always questions that we will ask ourselves, but never be able to answer.
Before making a decision, we must destroy any hesitation that we are holding on to. Once we make a decision, we must fight off any regrets. There is a chance that we will make the wrong decision, allow our allies to be sacrificed in vain. There is a chance that we will predict our enemies' movements correctly, yet underestimate their strength and be overwhelmed in battle. But being lost in hesitation and failing to take any action will always be more harmful than taking the wrong path. We must make a decision, no matter what. Everyone, listen up. I will personally take charge of Starskiff Haven, evacuate the people, and prepare for any possible attacks. I will do my best to ensure that things are safe in the ground. Nameless, please lend us your strength as you did when the Ambrosial Arbor was reborn. I need you and Wildza to go in search of Zhao Cho.
Leave it to me.
General, please entrust me with the safety of the Sky Splitter. I was originally meant to participate in the tournament, so now it is only right that I return to the Sky Splitter.
If Hulei does come to attack the Sky Splitter, Lieutenant Yanqing, I need you to hold him there until I am able to arrive.
Please rest assured, General. If he dares step foot on the Sky Splitter, I, Yanqing, swear on the blade in my hands that he shall not escape.
As the Cloud Knights set off to various locations, they swiftly began. Oh. Okay.
Cloud Knights! The Borisin have arrogantly decided to challenge us on Xianzhou territory. They vow that they will unleash a bloodbath along the streets of the Xianzhou. The unarmed civilians of the Xianzhou and countless visitors from afar are under our protection. Let me ask you, as Cloud Knights, will we allow the Borisin to succeed with their plan?
Never.
Be on your guard. Calling Starskiff Haven. Have all Cloud Knights be on full alert for Borisin attacks.
Fei Shao, the ports of Starskiff Haven are crawling with wolf-like creatures. They're moving fast.
Hold them back! I will be there immediately!
Oh. That scared me a little bit. It was loud. Oh, I thought it was gonna be longer.
There you are, Fei Shao.
Madam Yukong! After 30 years, we find ourselves fighting side by side once.
This ability is so unserious.
It's been a while since we're met.
No, we love facial doing this. We love the wave clear.
Short respite, then time for the next fight. All together!
No, Jana literally could never. Is she really good in pure fiction by any chance?
Short respite, then time for the next fight.
It seems like it's such trying like to show Bucket Adventure stuff in SC because of her. Oh.
We have cleared out the enemies in Starskiff Haven.
She kind of needs a lot of harmony units to make it good for perfection. I see.
And Arum Alley. I will prepare a star skiff.
We cannot allow the fighting to continue. This is now a race against time to stop this farce that Hulei has created. I know Zhao Cho always wants me to know my limits and not get carried away, but now is the time to bring this to a swift end. Contact the Exalting Sanctum. Tell them if they see a light in the sky, all units are to retreat immediately. Madam Yukong, lend me your bow!
So many cutscenes. Gorgeous.
What's that? Everyone, out of the way!
So she can also use a bow. All that just to kill a few borisins. The budget's budgeting. So it cannot be good, but you have
What a
how many
mess.
units being
I just
for
knew
perfection.
it would end up this way.
Every time she hits the battlefield, she makes a mess like this. She didn't even leave a single survivor to get intel from. One of these men must have known about Hule and Zhao Chou's whereabouts.
Really, her teams are on freaking attacking like the red chain much. I don't know how that works with perfection. What happened just now?
That was one of Fei Xiao's arrows. Who knows what she used as an arrow to fire all the way over here?
I want to see her fire another arrow with my own eyes.
Take a good look around. If you can find one or two borisin that aren't dead yet, let me know. I don't care how tight their lips are sealed. I always have a way to crack them open and get the information you need.
Mostly just sounds too angry, because like I swear to God he did not sound like this, because I know they had a switch up in voice actor, because like the first one like stepped down or something. And the first one sounded a bit more like giving silent, awkward guy. Like timid, like oh, blah blah blah. Like I'm just so quiet like that. This guy just sounds so angry. And it's just like, typical edgy, dark shadow boy. Angry shadow boy, like, please.
What a terrifying attack. Who could have imagined
I feel like I like the first one more.
that such astonishing strength would lie in the hands of a Foxian war slave? So decisive. So brutal. She is more like a descendant of Duran than we who have fallen to our current state. No wonder the warhead has his eyes on her.
The fact that you still draw their breath after an attack like that.
I remember you, Mock Talk. You are harder to kill than a cockroach. But the fact that you have willingly shown yourself saves us some time. It is not too late for you to surrender. Tell me, where are Hule and Zhao Chou?
Save your energy, Yaoqing monkey. If there is one principle that we beasts know well, it is that we might have to break off an arm to break free from a cage. Today, I will be that arm. I lived as a hunter for many years, yet I have only followed the warhead for this recent, brief period. However, his existence has brought light back to our once blind eyes, like the moon of Verdantia. He has shown me the way. The descendants of Duran have abandoned the Wolf's Creed. In order to ensure our survival, we took solace in the shadows and fed on one another. We were no longer wolves. living a dirty
Rats looking for food.
Thanks to the gift granted to us by Lord Hule, I have shared his vision and his blood. The descendants of Duran should live for the victory of the pack, and they should die for it as well. Come,
Let's get fighting, let's go.
show me your fangs. We will fight to the death.
Oh.
How honorable.
I thought he would have a better model, considering he's like some
You
general-ish
seem to have
person.
misunderstood. There will
To
be
hire
no
him.
fair one-on-one duel. Let's see how tough you are once we've put you down.
Boils in my veins.
Dang, they vlog, yeah, trying to get back into. I'm so excited for Arcane too.
And murder freely, as you did 1,000 years before.
Akron Wakely is so satisfying.
Since you're already here, why not have a meal before you leave?
Net markers activated. Time for a good old counterattack.
Destined for blood.
I like the defense reduction of Pella, but Kafka makes my Akron have it all faster because of the passive.
It too shall fall.
Borisin resurgence shall come.
No matter how heroic your sacrifice, there is no honor in your battles or deaths, Borisin.
Well, that was easy.
It seems that Moktok got what he wished for.
Hule, your declaration of war is over. From now on, no matter where you run, General Fei Shao will catch you and send you to the same fate as Moktok.
Hi, Revy, how are you? I saw that you were in a voice call with everyone else. And saw some like Tinder swiping on Sharon's. For Sharon, or with Sharon. This quest is good. I'm excited. Someone said it's like 5 hours if you don't skip cutscenes, so I guess we're only 2 hours in.
Stand down, Mansa. I am here, Hule. What do you wish to say?
The Merlin's Claw. Though we have never met on the battlefield, I have heard many interesting things about you.
Like, I wanna fight this guy.
And your healer. The people of the Xianzhou must be quite brave to allow a foxy war slave with borisin blood to ascend to the position of general. Has no one ever questioned that?
I love to skip everything, so it took me like 2-3 hours. I wanna know what happens. I feel like if I just skip through everything, then like the final battle, it just does not feel as good.
Claiming to have family ties with the enemy sounds to me like an attempt at
I
asking.
just hate the line. You're so right for that.
Hule, are you begging me for mercy?
I see that it is not only the ruthless blood of a wolf that courses through your veins, but also
Wait. As in like it was very hard, the final battle.
when you think about it, this was a gift from the borisin. Anything that we gift, we are
Oh. I'm glad to know that it's tough and not like just some easy boss battle.
I shall extend a final invitation to you. I will be waiting for you on the skies.
I'm just like thinking like if I'm still 3 hours away from my 5-hour mark, like what can even possibly happen? Like I feel like we should be at the end.
Allowing the
Like, what can possibly be happening in 3 hours?
700 years to once more come to life. I will illuminate this ship with the shade of blood and show everyone just how weak and powerless
I see. I think I should be fine. I feel like my team is cracked.
I will pilot this ship through every blockade and barrier you have prepared and begin my journey home. This ship shall be the flagship for the borisin resurgence. Before I finish these tasks,
Wait, where are they going? Like, where's the home? Like, if he escapes and he goes and leaves to his homeland, like, is that, like, fine? Like, he's left in peace? Everyone's living in peace now?
I accept
Or is it like he'll return, but like where's his hometown? Can they just like go to his hometown and destroy his hometown?
You stepped onto your path.
Like where's he gonna go? You got Kenichi luck in Genshin's insane. Oh, love that for you. My luck in Honkai is bad. I still don't have my Black Swan.
I'm entrusting you not only with the honor of the ring, but also with the security of the Sky Splitter. That's easy for my grandfather to say. But this mission doesn't seem so simple anymore. The first round of the tournament is about to begin.
Wow, so lucky, Ravi. I can't relate.
According to the plan, I should seek out the Cloud Knight soldiers aboard the Sky Splitter and see if they've discovered anything. Maybe I should take a moment to meet
I lost my thing to Biley at like 80 something.
We're just in the contestants' lounge right now.
I'm still rolling for my Black Swan and I'm like 55 now or something along those lines. I cry.
I wonder how her preparations are coming along.
Is that you, Miss Yunlin? If there's anything that I can help you with, please let me know.
Good luck on your Chanelin.
Cloud Knights are all in position, following General Hua Yun's orders.
Unless they freaking well.
Although, there is one thing I want to confirm with you.
I would like to confirm if there have been any irregularity in boarding.
Your timing is perfect, Miss Yunlin.
I would say that
You
is.
just received an emergency boarding request.
An emergency boarding request.
It wasn't on the Sky Splitter Starskiff registry, but all the documentation checked out.
Who would be boarding the ship at this time? Where are they? I'll go check it out.
The Starskiff is using the contestant docking bay. Would you like me to lead the way?
No need. You have your own duties to take care of. I'll be fine by myself.
What's your pity, is
Check
it?
on this immediately.
I tried to check on March 7th.
Routine inspection. All passengers,
60.
please
Oh.
prepare for an inspection. So this is the suspicious Starskiff. Where did the passengers go?
I'm going to count down from 10. If you do not come out, I will destroy the ship. 10. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. Time is running out. 3, 2.
I can't with her being barefoot. Like, dirty.
Wait a second! It's me! It's just a routine inspection. You weren't actually going to blow up the ship, were you? Is that also some kind of Zhuming custom?
What are you doing back here?
Didn't little Yanqing claim he was going to give up being the ringmaster and go on the hunt instead? Help shoulder the general's burdens?
The borisin on the ground suddenly launched an attack. General Fei Shao was concerned that this was all a diversion by Hulei, so I requested to come to the Sky Splitter and provide support.
Can't believe you ended up back here on the Sky Splitter.
Right, Misha. She must have like very like hard feat, like is it called Callus or whatever?
Tournament now. Following Grandpa's plan, our disciple March is taking her place as ringmaster. Aren't you proud of her?
Like they cannot be smooth and supple.
When I first heard the news, I was definitely proud, but also a little concerned.
More manpower is always a good thing, since the Sky Splitter is so large. Oh, and by the way, you should know that.
What's happening?
Does it feel like the Sky Splitter is slowed down? Could it be? Come with me. We need to check the engine room. It's the heart of the ship, so we need to prioritize its safety.
I'll do all these like little puzzle stuff for Stella Jades in my own time.
The wardance is about to begin. Contestants, please make your way to the arena.
The engine room is just up ahead. Let's go. Hello there. Strange. Why is there no one here?
There better not be a jump scare.
The Cloud Knights. They're over here.
And you should be lying alongside them. Don't worry, children. There's plenty of space to hide your bodies over here.
Even though I truly hoped that the war dance would go ahead uninterrupted, and that I was worrying for no reason.
Now that these guys have finally shown up, it's a huge weight off my mind. Bring it on, you abominations! Right on time. Yes, you!
The way I don't have a shitter or healer.
Yes, you! Severing mountains!
Any more heat? Since you're already here, why not have a meal before you leave?
I weep for the departed. It too shall fall.
We found 2 wolves in the engine room. That means that even more abominations have infiltrated other areas. Hule is already aboard the Sky Splitter.
There's no time to talk about this. The war dance has already started. If my guess is correct, the borisin will most likely use the ceremony to begin their slaughter. Let's go.
I love it, but I don't know how to build a team. Really? I feel like Honkai, there's just so, everything is kind of streamlined. I'm good. How are you, Ilium? I feel like all the things are streamlined. It's like damage over time, or like follow up, or super break, and whatever. And there are guides if you want. Like you can always just like Google,
To the ring.
and they'll have like usually like this character is good with whatever character. Must I have this girl in my comp? Can I remove her? No, I can't. Whatever. I'll just pray that she lives.
This way. We're not too late.
We would like to welcome all of our honored guests and contestants to this. We would like to welcome all of our honored guests and contestants to the Xianzhou Luofu's Luminary War Dance Ceremony.
I mean, what characters do you have?
Our organizing committee would like to introduce you all to a host known
So I just run through all these like trash mobs always. The way the crowd is so crooked, it's like there's only like 20 people. I was actually thinking maybe I should have done Acheron thing. Yanshin, Clara, all the free ones, most 4-star. I think maybe that's your problem. Have you not found for the other 5 stars? But a follow-up team, yeah, I guess. There are some free follow-up people that are coming out like the March 7th, and Moz is a 4-star, so he could be good. You haven't played in a while, I see. But Clara should work in a follow-up team.
That's fine too. Since you're all prepared for your deaths, come, give me all you've got. Entertain me.
Last time I played was Adventure in Vanna. I got him random. Adventure is really good.
Surround your enemy, but leave one side open. This is your strategy for ensuring that the war dance will be able to be held as usual?
Precisely. When Hule escaped, we should have cancelled the war dance immediately. No one can predict where a wild beast like him will attack. Yet festivals and celebrations like this are likely to become
Yes.
targets.
Playing Honkai is always so nice and chill.
However, preparations for the war dance were in the works for
I don't know
so
if you've gone
long,
through Penacony story, but
there
that
to
was
announce
really
its
good.
cancellation. So I thought, if the show must go on, then let it go on. But that doesn't mean that the war dance we hold today has to be the real event. All we need to do is swap all the spectators and contestants aboard the ship with Cloud Knight soldiers, and the Sky Splitter, soaring high above, will become the ultimate battleground for our hunt.
That's what you're here.
But what do we do if Hule is not planning to attack the war dance?
Then we just need to draw his attention to the Sky Splitter. We'll have the Skyfaring Commission clear all transport lanes and cut down Starskiff traffic. Then, when the time comes, there will be only one ship in the sky, and he will have no reason not to attack. General Fei Shao will be in charge of scaring the wolves and cutting off their other means of escape, making him think that this will be his best way out. Given that the borisin already have insiders on the Luofu, I will be in charge of putting pressure on them, making them
What
focus solely on keeping
Velet
themselves
said.
safe.
Very good. Then I'd better dust off my weary bones too. I will go with the Skyfaring Commission to guard the Jade Gate and ensure that things do not spiral out of control.
Knowing that Elder Huayan is part of our last line of defense is a great comfort. This hunt will make Hule understand that the arrows of the hunt will always be one step ahead of the abominations.
Oh, that jolt just now. What's going on? It feels like the entire ship has started to slow down. Borisin must have actually infiltrated the Sky Splitter. Based on General Huayan's orders. It's time for me to take action. You guys, you're not Cloud Knights acting as borisin, are you? You're real borisin, aren't you?
Oh, Mavetta. Oh.
Oh, it looks like the General's arrangements are finally coming in handy. I need to find Yunli and the others as soon as possible. Ready for another?
More seasoned. Destined for oblivion. I weep for the departed. It too shall fall.
The plan said that if Hule appears, the Cloud Knights will assemble and do everything they can to suppress him. Master Yunli, where are you? The hall below the ring.
We love order battle. I'm ready.
Pastor Yanqing! What are you doing?
I was concerned about the safety of the Sky Splitter, and my dear disciple, of course.
Yanqing, the wolf you are hunting is standing above us in the war dance ring at this very moment, facing the Cloud Knights. This war dance will not be seen by the people of the Xianzhou, nor will it be just a ceremonial sword fight. This is a battle to the death that offers no honor, only mortal danger. March.
Is this actually the true fight? I feel like
To use General Qing Yuan's favorite
the lead up to this has not been grand enough for me to feel like this is gonna be the last fight. I feel like we're gonna fight, and then he's gonna escape, and then something more is gonna happen, and then we're gonna fight again for the real fight, or something, I don't know. It's kind of like that Pennekenny with Sunday.
May your blades... forget it. Let's go and make this a quick victory.
Yesterday's boss fights are kind of slay.
Let's go.
But it makes me feel more immersed, I guess, in the fight.
So feeble. Such weakness is truly pathetic.
Oh, I was expecting an actual cutscene.
I've been waiting a long time for this, Hule.
Hold on, let me change my lineup because this is not looking very good. I don't understand why. Why do I have to have March? Like, I don't. Why do I have to have March? Like, why do I need her?
I've been waiting a long time for this, Hule.
Let's show a sense of young coast and soldier.
Remember this. My name is March 7th. Ringmaster, the Luofu.
Does the Xianzhou Luofu not have any worthy warriors?
I wouldn't let my guard down if I were you. It's about time this old wolf tasted defeat at the hands of a young cub.
I could take 10 of you. Yeah. Time to Azure Dragon, White Tiger, less cards.
Let me just ignore that little minion.
Test. 0 points. You think a little ambush is enough to defeat me?
I like the music. Oh, love the animations.
Bust. Or maybe I'll take it all.
Such insane power.
Gorgeous animation. The way Adventuring is so OP. Let me just... Alright. After an ally attack, Iris stacks and and after an ally attack, Iris stacks and Dodro.
Your answers? Answer me.
God, I need my Topaz. Match is so useless to me with this. I have no debuffs. I better when I figure out the chain, yeah. Yeah, I think this can't be the last battle.
Time to finish this game. What's happening?
Oh, he slashed.
Secrets are a weapon that a hunter cannot live without. Those that have no secrets are no more than prey, cut open and waiting for death.
My Chow
What
Chow.
you're saying is, in your eyes, I am no more than prey that has exhausted all of its secrets and is simply awaiting its death.
Do you think you have some other escape route? Jiao Cho, I have already peeled back your disguises and defenses, layer by layer. I know all the secrets that you and your general have buried so deep.
But you have told me all of your secrets too, Warhead.
Oh, but you will never have a chance to use
He's a very pretty boy. I do love the pink hair.
will be buried with them right here. Although you are a fortunate one. After all, you will avoid having to see the tragic future that awaits your general.
Which I think it's better be enough for me to get Leisha. I like him. Yeah, I think that'll be enough.
One day on the battlefield, she will be overpowered by her ever-intensifying moon rage, and finally be torn apart by her fury and transformation. Not even your god can save her from this fate, although they can lead her to liberation. And the only way to save her is here, in my hands.
Are you the healer? Or am I? Are you really that certain of your own judgment?
I must leave, Foxy. But before I go, you know what I must do, don't you?
Drink blood wine. I hear it is a borisin custom to kill prisoners and drink their blood before battle to stir up their madness.
You really did put hard work into researching us. It is a shame that this is where your journey ends.
Are you the healer, Jiao Cho?
Is there anything that I can do for you?
I heard that you saved me.
There's no need to thank me.
If you're a healer, can you cure my moon rage?
And what if I can? Do I just sit back and watch as you head back out to die in battle? Listen to me, child. Your condition is not suited for the battlefield.
Okay, then can you cure war?
What are you talking about?
Literally, what a
just a
stupid
healer.
question. What a stupid
All I can
question.
do
Like, if he could do that, then he would have done it
All
already.
you can do is heal us and let us go cure war.
What a dumb question, you dumb girl.
Arrogance, young lady. This war has been waged for thousands of years, and it will only continue. What do you mean by cure war? All you will achieve is getting yourself killed.
Yeah, you pathetic rat.
You healers work yourselves to the bone to save people, even though there will always be sickness and death. So we will also keep fighting. I cannot speak for the dead, but I know that General Yueyu, as well as all the warriors that never returned from battle, will not have died in vain.
Maybe she's a good girl.
They fought so that others could make it home alive. Your actions are no different.
Oh, she's too nice. She's too kind. I can't relate.
Zhao, this is an order. Cure me!
Okay, Zhao Chong.
Those who have no secrets are no more than prey. Cut open and waiting for death. Enjoy the taste of my fresh blood, Hulei. Unfortunately, I am not a man without secrets. I still have one little secret hidden up my sleeve.
Is he gonna live? That's all I want to know.
Tumble dust.
I can't imagine them killing him off.
I drank it a while ago, and the poison is already flowing through my veins. Sooner or later, you will begin to feel the effects. If the most lethal poison known to this world is able to save innocent lives, then it can also be called a great medicine. I will do my best to cure you. Fish out. I kept my promise. At the cost of this insignificant life. Bring victory.
Is he gonna die?
Yaoji.
So, you want to play dirty? Here, it's colder.
My sword is even colder!
Hulei's movements are slowing down?
This is our chance.
It's time for us to put this dog down! Someone else speak up, you know, Master? I hope for an end to harmony and unison. Tonight, stars echo! No more time!
No more time. Apparently we could just order battle, like... I'm strong enough.
A pathetic little poison like this. You think this is enough to turn the tide of battle? I'm slowing down.
Catalyst. Or maybe take it off.
But that does not mean you can defeat say knowledge, the measure of truth and falsehood.
You may be hard to kill. That does not mean you cannot be overpowered. Hule, take a good look.
Impossible! How could a mere whelp defeat me?
Gorgeous cutscene. Nice. Oh, it is his rework. This can't be the last fight. Like, I refuse to believe this is the last fight. Right?
Such an unforgettable blade. So similar to the one wielded by that woman who defeated me. Although over 700 years have passed. And I thought I would have a way to overcome it by now.
And I believe him.
My fangs and claws were too slow. One child.
Stop struggling, Hule. There's plenty of time for you to be tortured by your regrets when you go back to the Shackling prison.
Yes, I was defeated, but this was not unexpected. And regardless, you still showed your face, Fei Xiao.
Deal with Hule. Oh, another fight. Do I have to have Yanqing in? Because I don't want him. Yay! It's not, yeah. I was like, there's no way.
This for so long. Our little hunting game has finally reached its climax. I told you before, I had a path prepared for you. You've doomed yourselves. As I meet my demise, so shall the entire Xianzhou Luofu. The crimson wound in my chest will make this place shine with blood. I will drive all Foxians to madness in their fear, craving slaughter without end.
Gotcha. No. I love this cutscene.
This is the heart of the borisin warhead, a product of the plague mark. I'll leave the next part to you.
I don't understand.
We cannot allow this thing to spread. I will do all within my power to consume this crimson moon. Once
Blood
the
demon.
situation changes, Lieutenant Yanqing, you are to enforce the Cloud Knight's military rules. Understood.
General!
Now we fight her.
Die, borisin.
What? We clearly don't have wolf ears.
I will not allow any of you
to leave the Sky Splitter.
Does she think we're her enemies? Hulei just wanted
What's
to take down the
this?
general, even at the cost of his own life. Snap out of it, General!
Easy, Numby.
Sure, Watch your head.
Just when I thought we'd get a minute to catch our breath. What do we do? Do we fight or run?
After all this, you still think
So
running
much
is
more
an
better with my
option?
team rather than flop ass like whatever match.
The dice have bust. Or maybe I'll take it all.
Futile resistance!
Watch your head.
The market is on fire. Investing in victory means playing the long game.
I will devour you!
A test.
You are not
Zero
worthy.
points.
Go, Numby!
I hit them.
There's so many cutscenes this like patch.
Can't let her get away!
Like this
Do we
version.
stand any chance at all?
The production is productioning.
She said, I'll leave the next part to you. She put her faith in us!
Trying.
I promise. I will cure you.
Okay, this is very random, I just have to say because it bothered me. In that cutscene, March changed her sword to a bow, but during the wardance thingy, like when she was getting the interview and like scouting for the other people, she was saying like, I didn't know we could bring more weapons. If I knew we could bring more weapons, I would have brought my bow. So which one is it? Can she just bring her bow out of thin air or not? In the inconsistencies.
No one can live forever, Zhao Zhao. This time, I must break my promise.
She still in her, but then like why would she make that comment like, I could have brought my
Is
bow.
this the Sky Splitter? Or somewhere else?
Lieutenant Yanqing, you are to enforce the Cloud Knight's military rules. Understood.
We can't let her get away.
Snap out of it, General!
You always leave the hardest battles for yourself. Even now, you would never run away. Isn't it strange that as your enemy, I understand you even better than your own allies?
Hulei?
This rage, I remember the taste. I know that it was the victory that it thirsted for. The hunt itself. Isn't that right, Fei Xiao?
You shouldn't be here. I saw you die with my own eyes.
Did we?
Just consider me a figment of your imagination.
Did we see him die? I thought he just disappeared.
Before every hunt, I make preparations for defeat and retreat. But not this time. This time, defeat was exactly the ending I was racing towards. When I learned your story from Zhao Zhou, I realized that he had always been hiding a secret, and that not even the healer himself understood the meaning of this.
Should I like shrink my camera so you guys can see this text over here? I'm like blocking it.
This time, waiting for
Oh, that's like doesn't really matter.
This was how it would turn out.
Also, I just realized you guys can't even see the options that I pick because I was blocking the options here. Like when I was clicking.
Now, let us break through the ironclad defenses of the Autumn General's heart and see what secrets she has hidden in those deepest, darkest corners.
Which I think sounds alright. I don't think I can handle like another gacha or can be bothered with another gacha, especially one that's like not auto battle. You like the mistake? Okay. Ah.
I'm sure that the people in Xianzhou have shown these familiar scenes countless times. But they only showed you what they wanted you to see.
Say chicken.
They have you fight to save them.
Why is this guy so like whispering at this point? Like, speak louder. Hule, speak louder. Have you seen the fat team right now because you get to use... Wait, shall I? Oh, you had the fat team. Oh.
When the Xianzhou is weak, they play the victim so they can win your sympathy. When they are strong, they make you their avenger and have you fight in the name of justice. I found it. This is your shadow of doubt.
So-called survival of the fittest is nothing but an excuse. You cannot weaken my resolve, Hule.
Blinded by the fury of your moon rage, you slaughtered your allies.
I think this is faster to me.
Your actions are no different from those of the abominations we stand against.
At the end of the day, it is the blood of the abominations that runs through your veins. One day, become enemy of the Alliance. Cloud Knights, formation.
You ran into the arms of your new master's army without hesitation. You thought that you had found freedom, respect, and recognition. But you were wrong. They know all too well that a wolf will always be a wolf. Now your greatest fear is about to come true. You have become an enemy of the Xianzhou. This is your fear.
You aim to instill terror within me. Yet all of this is nothing but a phantom!
It's time to return to the pack, Fei Shao. No matter how deep the hatred you bear for the borisin, no matter how much we may consider each other enemies, I will still show you this path that you never imagined was available to you. Because you made a choice.
She looks good. Been loving it. Which videos on YouTube? Thank you. I'm actually gonna quit Overwatch again. I'm tired of Overwatch. I'll probably play it like a little bit, but I'd rather play Apex Legends and more TFT than that. I'm over Overwatch now again. Kind of swap watch. We'll see. I'll play more TFT, like 90%, and then 10% Apex or something. Hi, Nigel. I'm still holding to when you said I'll return to League when I get a boyfriend. Be nice. Thank you, Karen. You want to play Deadlock today? I don't really feel like playing Deadlock. I'm craving TFT, but I want to finish the story.
To become a new you.
That's right. We are so similar after all. We monsters have
Sorry, Robbie. You can play with Izzy. Izzy's been around.
I'm sure my answer doesn't need much explanation. I refuse.
I told you before, Foxy and Borisin are no.
Really, Izzy? She's going, oh. Well, GG go next. Can we get out of this phantom phase? Like you said your piece, Hule, let's go. Like, chop chop.
You do not understand, Hule. You have no idea what it is that I truly desire. When I was just a child, I stained my hands with blood for the first time, in order to escape the whips and shackles of the Wolf Masters.
Don't stop! Keep running! I can't run anymore. Saran, are they catching up? They're still behind us. Don't stop. Niggle, look up. Look at that light in the sky. That's a shooting star. It's shining down on us. If we just tell it our wish, we can have our freedom.
It is very beautiful art. I've always liked these Genshin Honkai
We'll win our
arts.
freedom and then share it with our cooler brothers and sisters. So you have to run. Quickly. We can do it. We can escape. Nurgle, run with me.
We ran and ran with all the strength we had. But we ended up losing each other. I escaped the hunting pack and encountered a woman that could fly. Cloud Knight.
I imagine you kept your promise.
Unfortunately, when I led her back in order to free my cooler companions, there was nothing left there but a bottomless pit.
Hi Lux, how are you? Yes, Darcy. Don't worry, I'll be putting this on YouTube as well.
In the years that followed, I followed the trail of that light alongside my Cloud Knight allies and saw it fall
Oh, this one,
countless more
yeah.
times.
Very
Gradually,
nice.
I came to understand. That light was not some shooting star that carried wishes and aspirations. Each Lux arrow meant that countless lives in a helpless world were about to be obliterated. I prayed to the god of the Skybone that I would never have to witness one of these shooting stars fall again. But they ignored my prayers.
That's right. They never answer us. They just let us loose in this world to massacre each other. That is why the fierce battle between us has raged to this day. And the gods who never bleed nor cry, who watch silently from above, refuse to listen to the prayers of mortals. Then we have no choice but to fight for our own desires. Do you understand now, Saran? You and I are similar in more ways than you think. You are a beast that was born for war and will die for war.
Perhaps. So, what is it that you yearn for, Hule? Why is it that you fight?
I fight so that I can turn the stars above into a great wilderness for the borisin to roam. What about you, Saran?
I fight so that one day I will never have to witness another shooting star falling to the ground. So that just one more person can live and return to the Yaoqing alongside me.
You would resist becoming the person you were supposed to be. Lower yourself from a free wolf to a domesticated fox just for the sake of one person. And then have it your way. I will use your fear and doubt as my nourishment. I will seize you and devour you. I will replace you.
This reminds me of the whole scene with Drenching that went over my head. During that like wallpaper thing that we just saw, I did kind of zone out a little bit, so I'm like, who was that girl that she was running with? And how does it shape her right now?
You were right.
I kind of was like, yeah.
So, I shall pray to the heavens. Even if they do not respond to me, I pray that the arrows of the hunt will pierce the heart of every monster.
Do you see me, shooting star? The knights are sworn to protect the Xianzhou. I will uphold this vow until my very last day.
No, the cutscenes are so good. There's just so many cutscenes. It's crazy.
Tears of blood. All living creatures have howled. I once man was strong and hunted the weak. Now, I will use your hand beast as my weapon, and your name as my prey.
What is this creature behind Fei Xiao? Like, what is this pet of hers?
Disguises and show you how cowardly and powerless you truly are, Hule!
Audio quality? It's a little soft. Parts of shadow appear but resonate. The next attack becomes enhanced. Toughness reduction. Okay.
Watch your head. That won't do.
Right. Stars echo.
Should I just focus that? Whatever. I'm just gonna focus the main boss. I'm gonna ignore.
I swear to forever triumphant. Victory is inevitable.
I'm gonna throw out. Oh, why? No, Rowan needs to start saying. They need to bring the option to meet her. Oh, maybe I should ignore. Maybe they do a lot of damage. Okay. Okay, well, seems like they do a lot of damage and I should ignore them.
Wants to devour me. It will first have to beg for my mercy. I swear to be the arrowhead. Forever triumphant. Victory is inevitable.
But if you meet the whole thing, then you can't listen to the boss fights.
Investing in victory means playing the long game!
Sure, I'll play along.
Forever triumphant.
I guess I should just kill these things.
Victory is inevitable.
The dice have been bust. Or maybe I'll take it all.
Oh wait, they all share the same HP. Never mind. So it doesn't even matter. They all share the same HP.
Let the valuation begin.
Hedge your bet.
Inner peace. He swear to be the
Forever triumphant!
She's really good at breaking.
Market is unprecise. Investing in victory means playing the long game.
Type is the orc is better, isn't it?
I swear to be
Forever triumphant! Victory is inevitable!
Sure, I'll play along. The dice have been cast. Bust. Or maybe I'll take it all.
I want your team, yeah. Fun follow-up. Follow-up is really fun.
I swear to be
Forever triumphant!
Yeah. Okay, Reaper. This is giving Final Fantasy animations. I love to see. And I don't even think this would be the last fight, right? There would be more fights. There's no way this is the last one, so like, it's only gonna get better, right?
our little hunting game ends here. I see mighty light of the heavens. Wolf in my
Yeah.
heart.
Oh.
Come
Oh.
to me. We shall conquer as one.
Oh, this is the last one. Oh. Oh.
My only enemy has always been myself.
General. General, you're awake.
Oh. Really? That's all? Oh. It's come to an end. I mean, I feel like I definitely felt more when it came to like the Penacony one. But I mean, it's still a nice moment, I guess. It was giving the cutscenes and all. But we've been playing for 3 hours and not 5.
I'd like to hear their explanations.
Who's here?
Welcome, Miss Lingshaw. I am Preceptor Tauron.
It did feel a bit filler.
Greetings, my honored preceptor. It's been a while since we last touched base.
I was thinking it was like a half
I believe you're already familiar with
half an arc type of thing. Is this guy gonna be a playable character? He looks good. Time for the boring part.
Tauron?
Is this all? Yep.
When I was exiled, you were on the verge of passing on.
Well, may as well finish that.
What's with this new look?
All of this is thanks to your past life. Had you not been so rash, I wouldn't have had to walk such a dangerous road to free our clan, becoming this specter of my former self.
I don't know how many arcs, but personally not found a challenge.
Returned twice.
I think because we've already been here, we're like over it.
Wasn't on your agenda.
Taron has the NPC model.
Now here you are to meet me anyway.
I mean, at least they're making NPCs look good.
I didn't come here with Miss Lingsha today to reminisce.
Indeed. When the Cauldron Master extends an invitation, it's only proper for the preceptors to attend.
As the newly appointed Cauldron Master, there's been much to take care of within the Alchemy Commission. It's only now that I've had the chance to speak with you. Please forgive the delay. I sent over some evidence regarding the prison break in the Shackling prison. I trust you've already looked it over.
Yes. You sent us the remains of Mara-struck soldiers, a map of the Shackling prison, and a semblance reversion essence pill.
These are the remains of assassins who used cloud hymn magic to conceal their tracks. They aided in the Borison's escape, allowing them unimpeded passage through the Shackling prison. That marked-up map is a map of prisoners' escape routes. Vidyadhara craftsmen once made blueprints for the prison's construction, so I imagine, Mr. Talran, you have a similar map in your possession. This pill
is semblance reversion essence. Indeed. I helped plot the prison break in the Shackling prison.
So, the disciples of Sanctus Medicus joining forces with the Lord Ravager to stir up trouble in the Alchemy Commission, the introduction of the Stellaron, and the Ambrosial Arbor's resurrection all have something to do with the Vidyadhara.
That's right.
So you admit it.
Are you surprised? After all, both of you were sent here by the seat of divine foresight as messengers to hear my confession, weren't you? Ever since the sedition of Invaders Lunae, the population of the Vidyadhara has dwindled. With the High Elder exiled, a few of us preceptors had to do what we could to turn the tide. My methods might have been drastic, perhaps even incomprehensible. But it was all for one cause. The survival of the Vidyadhara. Yet, the Xianzhou natives zealously forbid any plague marks and did nothing while the Vidyadhara suffered. Donham, Lingsha, as Vidyadhara, you should understand the desperation behind my actions. All I've tried to do is to ensure our survival.
I'm well aware of the challenges the Vidyadhara face. Fighting for survival isn't a sin. But Elder, your actions have gone beyond mere survival. You've become a beast driven solely by the propagation, devoid of even a hint of empathy.
Oh. Despite calling ourselves a noble draconic bloodline, at our core, we're merely bipedal beasts. The survival of our kind is paramount. If I hadn't resorted to beastly actions, the Vidyadhara might not even exist. The sages show no mercy, as the old wisdom goes. When the High Elder abandoned our people's survival, I had to shoulder the world's sins alone. Lingsha, Donham, the past is behind us, but the future of the Vidyadhara still lies within your grasp. The situation on the Xianzhou Luofu has changed rapidly. As Vidyadhara, we must unite in purpose and avoid the mistakes of the previous Invaders Lunae.
I was initially skeptical about the Vidyadhara's betrayal of the Alliance.
I'm kind of confused about this Invaders Lunae, like, terms and all.
There is no point in talking about trust.
Because I kind of skipped, like, the
Breaking the
previous
covenant of our
Sanjar
alliance
stuff.
will bring war upon the Vidyadhara. Even if we are able to have offspring again, what difference will it make?
Once my plan succeeds, the Alliance will see the Vidyadhara as their saviors, because both parties ultimately share the same interests.
So now that survival
Hi, Remixing. How are you?
convinces us, you want to talk about interests?
For 1,000 years, the Alliance has been engaged in brutal warfare against the denizens of abundance. Yet victory has remained beyond reach. Have you ever wondered why?
Invaders is basically the highest
Should the
previous side the
Alliance
dragon
emerge
people go
victorious,
for.
they will inevitably become the next denizens of abundance. However, if they suffer defeat, the Alliance will face
Wait,
extinction.
so are they? Is Lingsha also
The
Inhibitor
Alliance has
Lunae?
deceitfully upheld this precarious
Or like
balance.
what?
However, I have a way to escape from this dilemma.
So Inhibitor Lunae is like a
Path to salvation
race
lies within
thingy,
the
like it's not
secret of dragon transmutation.
like an upper
Imagine
being.
if there were a way to transform other life forms into Vidyadhara, the Alliance would then possess an endless stream of soldiers and would not need to worry about casualties. Once the war ended, these soldiers would cease reproduction, eliminating concerns of overpopulation.
The Invivita.
This is the way to salvation for the Xianzhou Alliance. The ultimate path to end the universe's suffering under the immortality plague. Only we, the Vidyadhara, can achieve this.
Yeah, the Vidyadhara people.
You relied on this rhetoric to manipulate the ignorant members of the Vidyadhara into serving you.
I like him.
I'm deeply disappointed in you, Elder. Your thoughts and intentions are completely devoid of empathy. Cloud Knights!
Hold it.
Miss Bailu!
Mr. Dunhung and Sister Ling Sha! Everyone's here?
You think I don't know why you're really here? Jing Yuan sent you here to test me, didn't he? According to the oath between the Alliance and the Vidyadhara, it's forbidden to spill Vidyadhara blood on their own territory. Are you all ready to violate this oath in the presence of the Luofu's High Elder?
Dragon Lady, there's no need to panic. Elder, the Vidyadhara's sacred grounds and the High Elder are not to be used as pawns in exchange for your life.
You talk a big game. As if you have the nation and the people's best interests at heart. When it really matters, you use a small girl as your shield. It's ridiculously pitiful.
Let Viley die.
I've said it before. Survival is never a sin. We're all Vidyadhara, so you should understand my intentions. And as a Vidyadhara, I will leave for you a dignified solution. Leave the Scale Gorge waterscape immediately, and appeal to the top echelons of the Alliance. Let the 6 charioteers hold a trial, and sentence me to exuviation and rebirth.
Like the words in this thing. Scale Gorge waterscape, okay, that's the place. Top echelons, like yeah, okay. Let the 6 charioteers. Who? What? Exuviation? Like, never heard of such a word. Like, the words, the terms.
Vidyadhara rebirth erases past crimes, but I'm well aware of the Preceptor's dirty tricks during rebirth.
Just like shit, literally.
I won't forgive myself for past sins under the pretext of knowing nothing, nor will I allow you to evade accountability.
Don Hung, I've always disliked your inability to see the bigger picture. Rebirth hasn't changed you one bit.
Miss Bailu, as High Elder of the Luofu Vidyadhara, please share your thoughts at this moment.
I don't want to stay here. I'm tired of being pushed around. I'm not some puppet to be controlled. Please, take me away with you.
Thank you for your contribution, Bailey.
I understand. As the oath dictates, members of the Alliance are forbidden from harming Vidyadhara here. But I have long since severed ties with the Alliance. Right now, I'm simply a nameless, free to come and go as I please. The oath of the Xianzhou means nothing to the spear in my hand.
Hi, Lemon.
Get them! Do whatever it takes! Make sure they
Work.
Again. Netmarker set.
God.
Time for a good old counterattack.
Hi, Lemon.
Since you're already here, why not have a meal before you leave?
Wait, did you say you're coming down to Melbourne, Lemon?
It too shall fall.
I can't remember who's coming down. So many people coming down to Melbourne. More than likely I will be. Yay! Can't wait to see you, Revy, and I think Claire said it, Lick said they're coming. Everyone.
Time to cleanse the filth. Everything in this world.
I feel like I like Adventuring more than Lingsha in terms of like sustain. Oh, wait, never mind. She hit a lot.
Already here. Why not have a meal before you leave?
I weep for the departed.
Adventuring feels more safer.
Dragon Lady, are you alright?
I'm fine. Thank you for rescuing me.
You actually came here in person?
Otherwise, I wouldn't be able to hear your lofty opinions. The public trial you seek with the 6 charioteers is inevitable.
Shit is definitely more safer.
All
They'll
right,
need to add like maybe a game mode that requires healing more.
I'm sure she will make a just decision.
No, Jinghun's always in every storyline.
She will earn the respect and assent of all the Vidyadhara on the Luofu.
In terms of martial prowess, you indeed have the upper hand. But if you're under the impression that this advantage can be used to settle the score with us preceptors, that's quite an overestimation. Given the Vidyadhara's foundation within the Alliance, do you really think you can do anything to us? As I mentioned, I'll take all the blame and become the scapegoat. With the secrets I possess, the interrogation alone will take an eternity. And in the end, through various exchanges of interest, I am certain to survive. You understand this better than anyone, as it's the very art of trade-offs you love to wield. Lastly, a word of caution to you. I heard that Hule has escaped from prison and is headed directly for the Sky Splitter. The bloodshed at the wardance is bound to be gruesome. Perhaps, even before my trial, your impeachment will have you in dire straits first.
Regrettably, Mr. Taoran, the Sky Splitter only hosted Cloud Knights today. No audience. And just moments ago, Hule was executed by the Cloud Knights.
How much more do we have to go? Come on, Simon, I didn't think you... There's so much we didn't have the chance to say. So unserious.
I was only in the bathroom for a little bit, and you've already arranged my death? Hey, can't you play some normal games with Dragon Lady?
This kind of make-believe adds such a genuine touch. This was Pilot's idea. Help, it's a zombie. Number 1.
Thanks a lot for that. Alright, enough playing. It's time to visit my masters.
The infirmary is right over there. You can go by yourselves. Oh, come back and visit me when you have time.
Next time, let's not play overly realistic make-believe with this doofus, okay?
Well, there's not much I could do. General Feixiao didn't really give me any chance to shine during this wolf hunt operation.
I like that there's voice acting for the main character.
I could have knocked down 10 Hules with just one strike.
sound exactly like Master Yenshing. But for now, both he and Yun Li have been forced to go to the Alchemy Commission for some well-needed rest. I'm the least accomplished in swordplay, but I came out unscathed. I really ought to thank my masters for taking all the blows on my behalf.
I'm guessing we're close to the end, right?
Look who's here. The beloved Trailblazer and the charming March 7th. You came to the Alchemy Commission today. Oh, I get it. You are here with March to visit her masters, aren't you? Exactly. How are my masters doing at the moment?
Unfortunately, only one master is here. I'm doing fine.
Last thing, you didn't make it in the end?
Hey, watch your words! Don't you jinx my master!
His injuries weren't that severe. But, well, he'll still need some more time to rest. Considering the intense battle with Hule, and then with General Fei Shao, the rigorous sparring session with her, his small body couldn't take it anymore.
Master Yun Li, didn't you also engage in combat?
The little babies from the Luofu just don't have the resilience that us kids from the Juming have.
I heard from Modza about the tough battle against the wolf troopers. You fought alongside Modza. Did you get hurt?
The enemies were mostly taken care of by General Fei Shao. Now that I think about it, I didn't have a chance to get hurt.
I can guess why. General Fei Shao is just too strong.
Yun Li, go and lie down.
Got it, Ling Sha.
What about that smiley fox healer? The guy with the hood?
Oh, Jiao Cho.
Thank goodness you and the others found Jiao Cho. He lost a lot of blood and needs to rest properly.
Yeah, he's alive.
He and Modza are seriously wounded.
I saw that in Japanese localization text, they especially made Jiao Cho and Moza gay. Yay! So cute.
But fortunately, Xianzhou Laofu has a miraculous healer with him. It's a silver lining in
You
this
know what?
story.
I just want to talk about this. I randomly thought about this. So, a lot of people think that Japan censors a lot of stuff when it comes to like gay romance and all that, but it's actually, I'm pretty sure Western, the Western side that kind of makes things more less gay or whatever, because in Sailor Moon, sorry, not Sailor Moon, in Card Captor, the two, the big brother of the card captor girl and then the best friend guy, in Japan they were made to be gay for each other, but then in the West they were like, no, we can't have any of this, so they just became like besties or something like that. So yeah, I guess Japan is not as what's the word? Japan isn't as conservative in that regard.
It looks like the entire delegation from the Xianzhou Yaoqing is gathered at the Alchemy Commission.
And the main three characters are bisexual. Oh yeah, the two girls liked each other, right? The card captor and her best friend.
I would normally say no, because they need to rest. But alas, what can you do when the two of them have a leader who's just as restless?
Also, I tried to watch this random from Hong Kong. I tried to watch Card Captor again, so I went on a, go on my website to watch it, but it's a lot different from what I remembered. So I can't remember. So I don't know if it's the first one I ever watched was just a different version, and then this new version is just scuffed because the voice acting is totally different. I'm not used to. The story's a lot different. I don't everything's changed. I was like, huh, this is not the card captor that I remembered. And I don't know if I like it.
General Fei Shao just slipped out of the recovery room. She thinks she's so sneaky, but I know everything that happens in the Alchemy Commission. If you're looking to meet her, the luminescent depths might be your best bet. I spotted her heading that way earlier.
No, I wasn't watching season 2. I know I wasn't watching season 2 because they
The sound of those footsteps.
they didn't know each
must be
other. They were
General
introducing
Fei
each other to everyone.
Out and about, despite the doctor's orders.
What a coincidence. Someone else who refuses to listen to the doctor's orders.
Well, being a doctor myself, I don't think my knowledge of my own body is inferior to the Dragon Lady's.
The healer does not heal himself. Don't try to act tough in front of me. I'm sorry, Zhao Chou. I didn't expect you to use poison that way. What a miscalculation. If only I'd found you sooner. If only I hadn't sent you to the Shackling prison.
The way you're speaking, is this really the Fei Shao I know? Or could it be a borisin assassin, imitating your voice to take my life?
Zhao Chou, your eyes. You can't see anymore, can you?
That's why his
I can
eyes
still clearly hear the
closed.
sound of the waves. That's enough for me.
So he's always been blind.
Don't blame yourself. You know what I'm more concerned about? Has your
Wait.
body had any changes since you swallowed the
Did he
crimson
become
root?
blind after all this, or was he always blind? Because he always had his eyes closed.
I'm not sure. There don't appear to be any changes. However, the many doubts that once plagued me have dissipated.
Because of poison. Oh, but he always had his eyes closed.
I never thought I'd live to hear you discuss your health again.
Hmm.
But thanks to Morza and
Or
that
did he have his
child,
eyes open before these
what I've
cutscenes?
made seems trivial compared to what we've achieved.
And I just haven't noticed his eyes
I
open.
hold no grievances, Fei Shao. I am content.
I don't know how to offer words of comfort, nor do I know much about curing others' ailments. I am just a warrior, so my pledge to you is simple.
An eye for an eye.
So you were here too.
In this vast universe, there's bound to be someone who can heal your eyes. I'll find them. But until then,
The threat behind all this chaos needs to be dealt with. You must already have some ideas. Let them out.
the resurgence of the Sanctus Medicus and the gathering of the borisin are merely distractions orchestrated by an unseen force meant to divide the Alliance's attention. Unfortunately, they picked the wrong fight this time. Once we return to the Yaoqing, I'll personally lead the Verdant Knights into battle. I vowed to take down a Lord Ravager and teach the Ruined Legion the true meaning of hunt.
I knew it. You've always been so impatient.
How much more do we have?
I apologize for my tardiness once again. The Alchemy Commission detained me for some time for a health examination. They released me only after ensuring I was in good condition.
General, Seeing you safe and sound puts our minds at ease. Hulei's escape caused significant upheaval and forced the war dance to be put on hold. A truly unforeseen disaster. Fortunately, the younger generation showed their valor. They bravely tackled the crisis, putting an end to the disaster and providing a glimmer of hope in a dire situation.
Before Master Diviner Fu Xuan's departure for the Yutre, I consulted with her about the war dance. She left a note stating, "The hexagram oscillates between thunder and heaven, a sign of great power, assuring us that we would successfully navigate any challenges." She advised me to trust the younger generation's abilities and let them lead. Her predictions, it appears, have come true. It's just... the Xianzhou Luofu's long-standing duty of keeping Hulei imprisoned ended with his death in the Sky Splitter. This event is likely to bring much criticism from the Alliance's upper ranks.
However, Hulei's demise might actually be a blessing in disguise. Broadcasting this news could derail the Borisin's resurgence and quash the ambitions of those who wish to take advantage of his return. Hand over Hulei's remains to the Xianzhou Yaoqing, and I'll handle the explanations to the Alliance. But what about the war dance? While the wolf hunt mission was a success, the events on the Sky Splitter remain a secret. However, the news of the Borisin's attacks on the streets will spread like wildfire.
The war dance was interrupted, so it must be reconvened. As for the people who witnessed the attacks, beyond placating them, we also need to show them the Xianzhou Cloud Knight's fearless dedication. On the war dance's opening day, Rogue Borisin attempted to stir up panic, but was swiftly neutralized by the Merlin's Claw and the Cloud Knights. A genuine tale of heroism that will captivate and calm the public.
As Elder Huayan suggests, the Luofu will do its best to heal the wounded and compensate those who were affected. We aim to reopen the war dance in the coming weeks.
This settles the immediate concerns on the Luofu. My thoughts linger on the orchestrator behind these events. From the onset of the Ambrosial Arbor crisis, the Xianzhou Luofu has experienced numerous disturbances, directly linked to the Lord Ravager Fantilia.
Her attempt to infiltrate the Xianzhou with the Borisin and sway the Luofu preceptors to join the Sanctus Medicus's insurrection was unsuccessful. But I have a feeling that she is indifferent to the success of her plans.
Rather than outright victory, Fantilia's motives seem
We
to
want
lie
Fantilia
in
back.
discord and chaos among allies. Should the Alliance fail to mend these rifts, it risks disintegrating into a pile of sand.
The goal of the Xianzhou Alliance has not changed for thousands of years. Perhaps we should point the weapon in our hand toward this new adversary. I plan to bring this matter before the Marshal following the war dance.
With Elder Huayan's insight, one wonders how the Marshal will react.
There might be a different command. That's one broken.
It's clear we're engaged in a game of chess not seen in thousands of Amber eras. A game where even the strategists become pawns in battle. Where the stakes are as high as the fates of countless stars in the sky. Predicting the Marshal's decision is beyond me, yet she's well aware of our concerns. She has tasked General Yao Guang with performing extrapolation.
We're not done with this place. Like, there's gonna be like another story arc in this Xianzhou Luofu.
Requiring our collective presence. Yao Guang has sent a message from the Xianzhou Yuchui, informing us that she wishes to share the results of recent calculations she made in the Matrix.
I don't know if I want to be on the Xianzhou Luofu like, anymore. Gosh, this is a new place. Like all this yapping is kind of flying over my head, not gonna lie now. Like I'm getting tired and hungry.
Hello, everyone. It's been a long time. Over 3 decades have passed since we last convened. I've dearly missed each of you generals during this time.
Was the seer strategist thinking of us or thinking of the fates we're destined for?
The Merlin's Claw. As blunt as always. Though, not everyone's cup of tea, huh? You once told Jing Yuan, "You're lucky that I'm the one who came this time. If it were the seer strategist, this conversation might not be so friendly." I'm intrigued. Did the conversation really come to pass?
I've never heard anyone mention that the Decalite reflection barrier could eavesdrop on even the quietest whispers. It appears that the marshals sent not just 2 generals to the Luofu, but an uninvited 3rd guest as well.
People have been saying that Mr. Jing Yuan's intellect shines as brightly as the seer strategist's. With the Luofu caught in such strife, the Yuchwei couldn't just stand by and watch.
Seer strategist, our time with the Yellow Bell is limited. Let's get straight to the point.
Literally, mage.
Thanks to Mr. Jing Yuan, the interrogation of the 2 prisoners on the Yuchwei has concluded. Mr. Jing Yuan's speculations were correct. Of the crimes they confessed to, planting a stellaron on the Luofu was a complete fabrication meant to mislead. Their real aim was to secure a meeting with the Marshal to present their Godslayer protocol, a strategy they firmly believe in.
And what was this grand strategy proposed by Jing Liu and that traveler?
The narrative they painted was vast and difficult to put into words. It all revolves around the coffin of the blonde traveler. To be precise, it's the remnants of the propagation.
The remains of the swarm author?
More accurately, it's a
Thank you for the sub,
fragment
Karen.
of the divine body. In the future they depicted, this fragment serves as the final nail, sealing the fate of the plague's author and securing its doom. Before reaching that point, battling the gods necessitates a larger alliance. Hence, they sought out an ally for the Xianzhou. I assume you've all heard of the famed Genius Society member number 81, Ron Mei, haven't you? The Eye of the Yuchwei has just seen this uninvited guest arrive on the Xianzhou Luofu. 3, 2, 1. Right on time. Now, as for the best way to receive our distinguished guest, I'll leave that in your capable hands. Do you remember your name? My name is Ting Yun. I serve as an ambassador of the Whistling Flames Merchant Guild on the Xianzhou Luofu.
Okay, I feel like there's like a lot of information. So the coffin that Locha has is remnants of the propagation, which are the bug thingies. And then Ranmei is something to do with the story. And then Jing Liu is working with Locha. Like, girl, there's a lot. I didn't watch like some YouTuber that like summarizes things. Ranmei trying to be the Eon for propagation, I'm pretty sure. Oh, and why is that? Like, what's the point? Well, I guess that's the end then. That was 4 hours of playing. I am hungry and tired. I enjoyed it. I definitely enjoyed Panic Kenny more, but Panic Kenny was like a full-on moment, whereas this felt like more like a half an arc or like filler arc or whatever. I assume we're not done with this place, like we're not done with the Sanjo Luofu. We'll be back here again, which is like, ah, oh, damn, I want a new place. But whatever. I enjoyed it. Let's end it with some rolling. If I accidentally did Robin and I got Robin, I would have screamed. Any achievements? Yeah. Okay, last roll. Game hates me. Well, it looks like I'm going into like the pity, the hard pity and whatever. Anyways, let's end it here. Yes. Okay. We shall end it here. I will stream the next story when it comes out, whenever that is.